Peace, Hearts. It's your boy Erul, host of the Dynasty Podcast. Yo, today we're gonna try something a little different, man. I got the Twitter Spaces going right now. The mic is off on Twitter Spaces. I'm trying to set it up, waiting for State to pop in. State should be popping in on YouTube, and he'll be popping in on Spaces as well as a co-host. So, like I said, we're gonna get it busy, man. I'm gonna get into the whole, regular halftime and crunch time stuff, man. But if you really want to talk, just like a phone conversation, just like having somebody call in on the show, you can go to Twitter and go to Twitter Spaces on Die Hard Knicks PC. You can see that right at the bottom of the screen there, and you'll be able to get in on the show there. So just put a request in. I'll try my best to watch it and keep an eye on it, and we can have some fun tonight, man. So I'm gonna start the show now. I got the mic going, so I'm gonna introduce everybody on Twitter. Before we get started, let me just say what's up to YouTube. We got Geraldine, of course. We got Big Taz, Frank Matos, Les Daly, Frank Matos. We got Julian Blum. So we got the regular horses here, man. So I didn't forget about you guys today. I'll be keeping track of the chat. But right now we're gonna go into Twitter Spaces and we're gonna get busy. All right. So let's bring these guys in. So shout out to Twitter Spaces, man. Right now we are live on YouTube and Facebook, and this is the halftime to crunch time with the Dynasty podcast. I got State coming in a few minutes, man. I think State is at work today, so State is gonna be getting his stuff together, and he'll be popping in. Right now, I'm doing a crunch time show, halftime to crunch time show. So I'm gonna give my little takes here for the halftime, and we'll get busy, man. As State just popped in the background. So once again, for anybody listening on YouTube, man, you can just go to Twitter Spaces at Die Hard Knicks PC, and you'll be able to get in on the action tonight. Little different show, man. So we're gonna see how this works. I hope you guys on Twitter can hear me, and hope everybody on YouTube can hear me, and we can have a good time tonight, man. So let's get busy, man. As I always do on the show. For those this is the first time listening on Twitter, I do a halftime to crunch time show at for every Knicks game, man. Halftime to crunch time. I come in on halftime. The reason why I choose halftime is because that's the time I'm usually ready to watch a game, So my kids are in bed, what I'm saying. I'm home from work, everything is good. And we can really start talking about these Knicks. So right now, surprising, man. The only person that's gonna believe us that we're crazy Knicks fans is Mike Breen, because Mike Breen, he knows for sure this is not the Knicks, man. 71 to 56. 71 to 56. This hasn't been the Knicks since last year. So this might be the best game we played, best first half of basketball we played in a long time. But let's get into it, man. As I like to do, I like to look at the quarter breakdown. So starting off with the summary, I got it live on YouTube on the screen for those that want to watch. The Knicks scored 42 points in the first quarter. That's uncharacteristic of the Knicks, man. Second quarter was a little bit better, 29 points. The Lakers 29, Lakers 27 in the first two quarters. So, 42. I can't see the Knicks giving 42 in the third quarter or the fourth. We got the third quarter def is coming. So, the Knicks are good for a good 19-point, game in the third quarter. I hope that's not the case. It'll be really nice to take advantage of this momentum that we got here and just really annihilate the Lakers live on TV, just to give us a little bit of self-respect out there with the rest of the fans. Because listen, man, it's not easy being a Knicks fan. The Knicks have been getting smoked every single night, so it's good to see the Knicks handling business for the first time. I got the shot chart up on YouTube right now, so I'm taking a look at the Lakers shot chart. The Lakers are missing a lot of shots, man. Corner threes are dead. In between shots are dead. Everything is really at the rim. They only made 2 3-point shots according to the shot chart here, and everything is literally at the rim. So the Knicks are doing what they're supposed to do. They're stopping the 3-point shot, and we're stopping the mid-range shot. So we're giving guys all the shots they need at the rim. So that's really our game plan, to tell you the truth, on the Tom Thibodeau. The Knicks shot chart, if you're watching on YouTube, the Knicks are basically playing a typical game. A lot of in-between shots, not a lot of makes. I guess it's like almost like 40% on the inside. I'll get to the percentages in a second. Corner threes are not so much today. The Knicks are kind of just running down the Lakers' throat tonight. There's a lot of 3-point shots at the top of the key and in the corner keys there. So let's check out the keys, the different team comparisons today. Well, the biggest lead before we get to that is 21. The Lakers have never led this game, so the Knicks are kicking, literally kicking their ass right now. Team comparison, as I said, 71 to 56 with the points. Rebound is about even, 33 to 29. Knicks are leading the rebounds. Assists, surprisingly, the Knicks have 17. Knicks never have 17. Compared to the Lakers have 15. Knicks have 6 steals. We're really getting out on defense. 2 steals for the Lakers. 3 blocks for both teams. 6 and 8 turnovers for both teams respectively. So that's pretty decent. The Knicks are shooting 50% from the field, 44% for the Lakers. 45% from three for the Knicks and 14% for the Lakers, man. It's just looking crazy. Free throw percentage, the Knicks are 66, the Lakers are 76. All right, keys for the game. This is all from I'm getting all my information from NBA.com. So if you can see it on YouTube, they have points in the paint, second chance points, and fast break points. These are my keys to the game, man. So points in the paint, the Knicks are getting smoked in points in the paint. As for those that saw the shot chart, 40 to 29 in points in the paint. That's not good, man. That's a testament to our defense on the inside. I know guys want to pay Mitchell Robinson, but 40 to 24, you could blame Kemba Walker and whoever else is guarding the perimeter. But once they get into the paint, they have to score, right? So that's a testament to what's happening there defensively. Second chance points, the Lakers are smoking us as well, 11 to 4. So that's another testament to defense, to our defensive rebounding. We're not getting on the defensive boards. He goes another shot at Mitchell Robinson. Mitchell Robinson is not a good defensive rebounder. But he's relied to stop, the defense and stuff, right? To anchor the defense. You have to rebound defensively in order to do that. So anyway, fast break points. This is the big bullshit here. The Knicks are leading fast break 19-8. The Knicks have not led any team, if I'm not mistaken, this season in fast break points, man. 19-8. So that's incredible within itself. So anyway, that's my usual halftime, the crunch time report. From here, I just started going into my craziness, man. But like I said, today's a special day. I'll keep the score on the screen for everyone that's watching. Like I said, State is in the background. I'm gonna bring State up in here for those that are paying attention. So what's up, State? Can you hear everything?
Yeah, I can hear everything, man. I can hear everything, man. You know I can hear everything, man. Um so I feel like them De'Aaron Fox rumors woke Julius Randle ass up today, because I ain't see him play like this since last season. I appreciate that. RJ Barrett and Randle was just dominating the Lakers, man. The Lakers is old, slow. That Anthony Davis trade was stupid. You destroyed all of your assets. Russell Westbrook makes Alec Burke look like Michael Jordan. He is horrible. My God. Russ, I think it was in the second quarter, he pulled up to use a bank shot. And I looked at it, I said, man, that looked like 2K when the red meter go off. You still trying to shoot it. You still trying to shoot the ball. But I love everything what I've seen so far. Get Alec Burks off my team. I need him off my team. Get Nerlens off my team. He's just getting calisthenics right now. He's just running. And everything else is great. Oh yeah, and get Kemba Walker off my team too. He's just a spot up shooter. And just like me and you said, Randle and RJ needs the ball in their hands in order for those guys to be effective. We don't need Kemba Walker. We don't need Alec Burks. We don't need Nerlens Noel. Besides that, man, I'm happy. Julius Randle, get your act together. It shouldn't have to take De'Aaron Fox rumors in order for you to run back on defense, bro. It shouldn't take De'Aaron Fox rumors for you to move the ball. This is the first game I've seen Julius Randle advance the ball on a fast break to a guard multiple times in a long time, dog. So, I'm happy, man. I'm good, man. I'm good. I like it, and I like what I see. And I think somebody said I'm muted on Twitter Spaces, so I will unmute myself. But yeah, I'm good, bro.
Well, you might have to actually join in on Twitter Spaces just so the guys can hear you on there.
All right.
Yeah. Well, so I mean, you're gonna definitely be able to hear them, but they can't really hear you. So make sure you get up on there, accept the request thing.
Yeah, you just gotta accept the request.
Yeah. And then I'll meet you here on YouTube, and everything should be good now, man.
But I'm in a good mood, man. I'm happy. I'm like what I'm seeing from the Knicks, man. They just gotta keep fighting, man, and like just stop having us go through this, man. You don't think we was tired of arguing with people on Twitter these past few days, man? It got toxic, man, to the point I gotta defend fans from content creators. Like, why I gotta defend Knick fans from other Knick fans? That's stupid.
Yo, what's up with your turn your mic up on Twitter?
On Twitter. Nah,
I got you.
And now I'm unmuted.
All right, so definitely the guys on Twitter cannot hear you speak, man. I know that for sure. So just so you can get in on the action on Twitter, you might have to come out the stream here.
Oh, well,
Well,
All right, so I'm gonna remove you here, and you should be good to go on YouTube on Twitter Spaces, man. So everybody should hear State on Twitter Spaces now.
oh, oh, all right. I see how you got operated now. Okay.
Yeah, so you got to turn off your volume on YouTube.
So here we go. Uh,
All right, we should be good to go now, State. So
all right.
yeah, man. So this is the first time we ever did it, man. So just for those that are watching on Twitter, State is here. State just gave a beautiful speech, man. For those that are watching on YouTube, you heard it on YouTube, but he didn't. For those on Twitter Spaces, you didn't hear it on Twitter Spaces, man. So, you heard my little takes for the halftime report in the beginning. But State, what you were saying about, about all that sweet shit you were saying earlier?
Nah, I was just basically saying, like, it's funny how we gotta have De'Aaron Fox rumors for this guy to play hard. It's annoying, and I'm sick of it. Like, bro, play hard the whole goddamn game, bro. Stop giving me one Julius Randle one game and giving me 2019 Julius Randle the next game. Because now we all look like fools. You got people quitting Knicks content because of Julius Randle. you got people calling us toxic because of him and because of the way Tibbs coach. Play like this every game and we'll shut the fuck up just like you asked.
Word up, man. Well, so far, man, as far as the scores and stuff like that, we did mention RJ Barrett. RJ Barrett got 21 points. Julius got 20 points. So I mean, this is basically the way that we want the Knicks to play. We want RJ to run the offense. We want Julius Randle basically to do the same thing. They're doing that. 6 assists for Randle. You got 4 for RJ. Right now, like you said, Kemba Walker, we don't need him. Nerlens Noel, we don't need him. Alex Burke, we don't need them. So these are the guys that need to get off this team, man, in order for us to really maximize what we're trying to do with this Knicks team here.
Yeah, but let's not try to like downplay what they do for us. Like they help us in a lot of ways. Don't get me wrong, but we really don't need those guys. We have guys that fill their roles. And the fact that Cam Reddish can't play is really getting under my skin. But I'm letting it rock right now because we're up, and I would like to see Cam Reddish play. That's just me, and I guess Tibbs don't care. We up. Alec Burks, Evan Fournier, all these guys is playing. Let's try to win the game at least, man. Third quarter of death. That's what I'm looking at, man. Third quarter.
42 points in that first quarter. There's no way the Knicks are going to repeat that shit again, man. So, I mean, the Lakers got a long way to catch up, but this is NBA basketball, so I can see the Lakers catching up, man. Because uncharacteristically, the Knicks are smoking the Lakers right now in fast break points. And rebounding wise, they're killing us rebounding wise. So, just like traditional stats, the way you watch games and stuff, they're leading in rebounding. So, they definitely got a chance to get back in this game. And the Knicks, historically just are not a fast breaking team. So, the the chances are that it's going to be a crazy second half, to say the least, I think, man.
But you see how they played the first quarter, bro? That's what get me annoyed about the Knicks. Like the first quarter, they played fast. They don't play like that every game. I guess they had a couple of adjustments in practice, and it looks better, man. It looks better. That was a beautiful first half. I can't even lie. Randall had a dunk on the fast break. Man, I screamed so loud, I thought I was in the basketball game real quick.
Yeah,
Oh,
a lot of crazy shit. Even Nerlens Noel, I think on the next play blocked my man what's his name from the Lakers. What's his name?
Big
Monk?
man.
No, Monk. He blocked Monk at the rim, I think. Was it Monk?
No, I think that was Randall. I think Randall blocked somebody's shot, and I think RJ had a right hand layup off a fast break.
Yeah, and any way you look at it, man, the Knicks are just straight dominating this team, man. This is incredible. The only person that believes us is freaking Mike Breen, because Mike Breen's in shock. You listening to him call the game?
Yeah, I'm listening to him. I'm watching the game right on. I'm watching the game, bro. I'm listening to him. They sound even more shocked that RJ really got LeBron in jail.
Yeah, man, it's freaking nuts, man. I just don't get it. But you can hear Mark Jackson and Jeff Van Gundy. They're just like praising the Knicks and how well they're talking about. I think it was Jeff Van Gundy. You said that Julius Randle was a second option in the championship. Like we're like, what? Just following the team, the way that we follow every single day we watch these games. So, we kind of know what the deal is with these Knicks.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. And I appreciate Mike Breen. I appreciate Clyde. I feel like they be on Twitter. I feel like they got burner accounts, bro. Because they be saying stuff that we'll say in a thread or on Twitter, and it'd be like, I wonder where Mike Breen read that at.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna start inviting people to the chat now, because we got the audio and stuff issues together. So if I put somebody on there, man, if you want to speak, I think I got Mr. Hard in here, wherever it is, a Harden burner account. He was on there. So if he wants to talk,
Yes, sir.
he can go ahead and speak. Can you hear us, Mr. Harden burner?
Oh, Harden Burner left. I mean, that's the problem with Nets fans now, man. Yo, I want to talk about something real quick. Hold on. Remember 3 years ago when we got laughed at about not getting Durant and not getting Kyrie? You see how hindsight works, man.
Yeah, man. Not for nothing. All of us. I mean, especially with our podcast, where we was going crazy. We was really stressed when we didn't get them. But
Yeah.
not for nothing. It was just like the rest of this, the whole just it's just really the beat writers and Stephen A. Smith and all the ESPN guys and stuff. They had us in a trance thinking that we were going to get these guys. So that's the only reason why we were talking about them, to tell you the truth.
Yeah.
So right as soon as they went to Brooklyn, they threw it all in our faces. So right now, if anybody wants to talk and wants to laugh, not right now is a good time to laugh right in their faces, because you got to be humble in this life, man. You can't just you can't just just talk so much shit, and then when it comes back to you, now you're like, oh, what was me, type of thing, man.
Yeah, man. You gotta stay humble, man. These people wasn't humble. You see God don't like ugly. You was getting teased for like 2 years straight. Now look.
Yeah, man, you get what you deserve. Last night I was listening to a Nets, the Nets actually have fans. I was amazed. So it was like a Nets Spaces, and the guys were just talking. They literally were just talking about basketball. How they can get better as a team and stuff. But I was listening to them being upset. They kind of sound like us. They're upset about what stuff that's going on. But I said, like we got all the receipts with all this stuff, man. We remember all the stuff that they said, about us, man. So now it's just like you just gotta just take your medicine how it is, and and whatever. Because I mean, now there's reports talking about that Durant wants Harden to stay, Harden wants to stay, and then now it seems like the energy is a little bit different. He kind of want to get Kyrie up out of there.
I mean, for me, like, Kyrie don't want to get vaccinated. You got to move Kyrie, man. You got to move him. I mean, what more do you need from him? But it's neither here nor there, man. That ain't our problems. I'm so glad we didn't go that route again. We went through that route with Carmelo Anthony, and I never want to go through that route again. So, good luck to them, man.
Yeah, no doubt about that. So we like I said, we got the lines open for anybody on Twitter that wants to speak. So I see a few familiar faces. I got Dominic here. He wants to talk. So this is my first time doing the whole thing here. So let me approve my man here and see if we can get him in here to speak. So we got Dominic here, man. So Dominic, what you got to say about this game here tonight?
Good evening, gentlemen. First of all, what of y'all just said about we have the receipts. We have the receipts from the last game. How Van Gundy and Mark Jackson and them were bashing us only a week ago. And now they flip. This is why I don't listen. I'm glad y'all guys brought that up. People will say this, say that. They want to fuel the fire. But stand pat, fellas. It's a long season. We had some struggles. But I think it's going to be all right. I mean, we got to pump our brakes a minute because it is the Lakers. They don't play no defense. For y'all that follow basketball, they are a very poor defensive team. But I'm glad to see the showing. And to some, it may sound crazy, and I've been saying this for a minute. This is the reason you keep Randall and RJ and go after a point guard. You can't give this, get rid of that, and then you're still back to that. I don't see nothing wrong with the Knicks keeping Barrett and Randall, building around that with the young kids, and just get a viable point guard. And let's see how that works before we pack it in like we do every 3 years. Let's rebuild. Let's reboot. Let's go with what we got and add just one good point guard. Come on, guys. We've been talking about this for 20 years.
So I got a question.
Yes,
I got
sir.
a question, OG. So you're in favor of. So I'm just going to give an example. So you're in favor of keeping Randall, keeping RJ, and trading for Fox. you're in favor of that.
If that can work, guys, and I've said this on a few of these space shows, if the Knicks would just not bankroll the future, not bankroll a whole lot of money, and possibly go get this kid that's dying in obscurity in Houston named Porter Jr. The kid's averaging 16-6 on a poor team. You'll get him on the cheap. You have 2 years to build, see if he fits. But you also have 2 years to see if one of these young kids can turn into a point guard. I don't want to bankroll the future and have to give up this, that, and the other thing to get Fox because he makes a lot of money. And to me, guys, if you look at his numbers, we ain't getting Earl Monroe. You know, let's keep it real. The kid's got talent, but has he moved the needle in Sacramento? I say no. I'm not taking nothing away from Fox, guys. Please don't take this the wrong way. I'm just thinking of building short term. Give this young man a 2 year. He got 2 years left on his contract, so we don't have to give him an arm and a leg. And we don't got to give up a great pick because the Rockets are already getting a good pick because they sat out half the season. So they're going to get a good pick. That's just me, guys. I don't want to see – because if you look desperate and you try to get Fox and you do keep Randall, they're going to start picking and plucking of taking players from us. And I'm not against, losing a player or two. But that being said, when you look at this Kevin Porter Jr. kid, again, 2 years, he's 20 years old. I don't know. I'm not the GM. I'm not the president. I just don't want to see the Knicks give up everything they have on a wing and a prayer. That's all.
So here's my thing, right? Like, I love Emmanuel Quickly. I would absolutely deal Emmanuel Quickly before these other kids in a deal to get me a point guard, bro. I'm so sorry, bro. But sacrifices must be made. And usually in a rebuild, you got four kids that you draft, and the rest is usually, free agency or trade. I absolutely would deal Quickly before those other kids, bro. I am so sorry, Knicks fans.
Yeah, I would too. And this is where you get that desperate mode. Because let's say Sacramento comes back and says, we want Quickly, Toppin, and Kemba Walker. Now you're throwing two of the young kids in for Fox, which, again, I probably wouldn't be against that. But that being said, again, if you look at Kevin Porter Jr., guys, I'm not his lawyer or his agent. I'm just saying what you would possibly have to give up for him and now have a 2 year window with this young man, and you didn't bankroll nothing. Again, Houston sucks. They're going to get a good pick to begin with, so maybe you could get this kid under the table and see how it works out. You're right. Whoever watched college basketball, Quickly was never a point guard. So I'm not saying move away from that, but if you had a Kevin Porter Jr. and a Derrick Rose coming off the bench, it's definitely an upgrade from
I mean, it sounds good, OG, but I don't think the fan base would take kindly to us moving quickly for like Kevin Porter Jr. And then what's crazy is as I'm watching this game and I'm watching the Lakers, come back on the Knicks because the score is 75-70, the third quarter of death. And I'm trying to figure out, like, what is the Knicks problem? Like, what do we need? And we need a point guard. Diehard, are we watching the same game? I don't know.
Yeah. I'm loving what Dominic is saying here because I totally agree. Because I mean, like, with a cooler head and stuff, we don't necessarily need to trade the whole bank. We don't need to trade Julius Randle. This is just speaking with a cooler head. Just getting somebody that can at least fill the spot that's on the same timeline as the Knicks. So Kevin Porter Jr. is mentioned. They got the other kid Brunson in Dallas. These guys are around the same age. They're not making a whole lot of money, and we can mortgage a couple guys to get them over there to bring us somebody a little bit more stable at the point guard spot. I'm with it, man. It's something that's not. It doesn't make us look foolish. Exactly what Dominic said. Because if we do trade Julius Randle and Fox is here, and then we end up imploding and shit like that, then you really got to see some toxic stuff, out there in the fan base, man. So, I totally agree with what you're saying.
Could I say one more thing? When you look at addition by subtraction, if you're getting, let's say, a Fox, because I think Brunson might be off the table unless the Knicks are going to give him money because he's a free agent next year.
Right.
But if you sacrifice Randall for Fox, where does that really put us? Are you going to put that many eggs in Obi Toppin's basket? Again, no knock against Obi Toppin. But again, if you have the makeup that you have now with a good, viable point guard, these kids can grow as we go. Because if not, we're going to put these young guys in positions that they really shouldn't be in this quick, at this age, and this experience level. So will we revert back to where we were, let's say, 3 years ago? I don't know, guys. It's curious with the Knicks because we never know what they're going to do. But that being said, Brunson's going to ask for an arm and a leg. And I don't know if Mark Cuban's just trying to add pieces because he says they're not getting rid of him, blah, blah, blah. So are they trying to up the ante? Again, you're going to put a lot of eggs in his basket and hope you sign him unless you wait till the season's over and go after him as a free agent. But to get him as a piece and we're the 12th seed, I don't know if that would be worth it right now, guys. That's just me, fellas.
Yeah, good takes, man. I appreciate you popping in on the spaces, man. Can you hear us pretty good? How's the audio?
Very good, guys. Very good. I thank you guys for doing this. It's very enlightening. And one thing I can say about this, and some of the others I've listened to, it's no knock against them. I know Knicks fans. It's more of a bash session. They always say we're not going to pick on this guy, but of course, Julius Randle has been the hot topic. So again, we revert back to those Knicks fans that will throw somebody under the bus in a New York minute, and then you wonder why people say nobody wants to come to New York. Because the fans will turn on you faster than a Porsche going from 0 to 60. Who really wants to put up with that? I mean, again, guys, these are just opinions, and that's why I love this. It's a great forum. So I wish the Knicks the best. I'm a Knicks fan, been a Knicks fan. I'll be a Knicks fan without Randall, RJ, Obi. We're all Knicks fans, guys. We root for the name on the front, not the back. So that's a fact. I just hope we do the right thing, fellas.
Yeah, definitely, man. I'm on point with you, man. I think me and you are closer in age too, man. So, we definitely on the same boat. We seen a lot, with these Knicks fans, man. So everyone, they kind of go off the deep end. They're talking bad about, Randall's wife and his kids. People are talking bad about the baby. Say the baby look crazy. They're saying all this stuff on Twitter. People are crazy nowadays, man. So, I just wish that people would temper their little comments and stuff that they say, and just keep it basketball, man. We like you said, it's all about the front of the jersey, not the back. We're here for the laundry. We're running a laundromat here. This the Knicks laundromat. You know what I'm saying? So, just keep it basketball and let's really enjoy the team and you use this thing to get away from the bad stuff that we talk about. In our regular lives. This is supposed to be leisure. It's supposed to be fun. So we should keep it that way.
Great point.
Yeah, no doubt.
It's not that serious.
What is that?
I said that's a great point because it's not that serious. And again, not to beat a dead horse, this is the world we live in with the overreaction, the social media. Everybody's a GM, everybody's a president. No knock against it. Hey, Twitter is Twitter, social media is social media. But at the end of the day, fellas, it's not real life. We're not running the Knicks organization. We hope and pray they do the right thing, but sometimes some add too much fuel to this fire and it becomes, if I could use the word ugly, it becomes a little ugly and personal. And, we got to remember, these are grown men with families. Do we really want to go down that rabbit hole? I don't. I'm a little older, so I don't believe in going in that rabbit hole. I wouldn't want somebody doing it to me. So we really need to pause sometime and just enjoy the game, have fun, and root for your team without all of that.
Yeah, no doubt, man. Definitely. So what's going on, Mr. State?
Man, I'm trying to enjoy this team, and they do not allow me to enjoy their games, bro. It's not possible.
Have you been able to catch it, Dominic? You watching as you speaking?
Well, I actually came out in my garage because I don't smoke. Now that I see the scores, I was getting ready to go to bed because I got an early morning tomorrow. But now I'm going to have to stay up and watch this because I think they're only up by 1.
We're down. I think we're down by 1 now. It's 80 to 7.
Nah, we're down by 1 now.
Oh,
Yeah, third quarter of
oh,
death, man. Right now, the Lakers got 24-8. They're beating us 24-8 in the third quarter.
I'm gonna be honest though. This might sound a little biased. I don't care if somebody want to judge me. Go ahead. But when the Knicks came out in the third quarter, it looked like Randall was playing for stats instead of playing winning basketball. That's just me. I'm not trying to put out no narratives out there, nothing. But my man, you played so perfect in the first half. Why are you ISOing in the third quarter? Why? You played well. Move the ball. Why this team has a difficult time, playing the right way from quarter to quarter? I don't get it. I dead seriously do not get it.
and what is it about the third quarter and the Knicks? I mean, it could be Julius Randle or Spike Lee. For some reason, the third quarter has been our thorn in our side. I mean, when you look at it, nobody's really playing that great. I mean, Fournier, Randall, and Barrett. That's it. Everybody else is just, there. Again, Kemba Walker, 7 points, 3 assists. He's your starting point guard. Okay. Well, and I love Kemba Walker, guys. I'm from New York. I retired. I moved to North Carolina. So I've seen Kemba Walker from his rookie year to now. And if people that watch basketball didn't see the wheels coming off this bus 2-3 years ago, God bless you. I don't want to die on that hill. I loved watching Kemba here in North Carolina, but I know he's not that Kemba no more, guys. It was a good story. Kid coming home. I happen to be from the Bronx, but it just wasn't going to work, guys. He's played like 41 games a year in the last 2 years. That was a sign. Again, I saw the wheels come off. Maybe some didn't, and I love Kemba. Don't get me wrong. But the wheels have been coming off him for at least the last 3 years. One of the smartest moves Jordan made when he didn't give him the max contract, and everybody bitched about Jordan being cheap. But maybe Mike saw something that I actually saw. I don't know. But he's not the answer, guys.
Yeah, definitely, man.
Man, I miss the real Kemba Walker. I remember Kemba Walker when he went to Rice High School. So I'm from Harlem. So Kemba Walker used to go to Rice High School on 124th and Lenox. And I used to go to Wadley Secondary on 114th and 8th. So we used to go watch Kemba Walker when we was kids. And he was good, man. He was good. He's a New York legend, man. But he is horrible in a Knicks uniform. I'm so sorry.
And I heard the Hornets were trying to get him back. So, they need a point.
I don't know about that. There's a lot of nostalgia going around. I hear them talking about a few players. They're saying they'll welcome them. Like the Houston Rockets were saying that they'll welcome Houston. They'll welcome Mr. Harden back to the team and all this nonsense, man. What do you think about all that?
I wouldn't do it if I was Harden, because that's a team going nowhere fast. If he was on his last leg, and again for nostalgia purposes, maybe like a Kemba going back to Charlotte, they would love that here in Carolina. Let him come back, end his career. But Harden, that's weird. And some people actually believe the Nets would get better if they traded Harden for Ben Simmons. Again, doing addition by subtraction, you get Simmons, you lose Harden, you still only have Kyrie for road games. So how does that work out? I don't know. I'm not a Nets fan, guys, just a basketball guy throwing that out there. I don't see how that really works, to be honest. I think Harden may end up in Philly, but I don't know if that's going to work out for the Nets.
I really don't know what's going on with the Nets, man. I don't know how you can have a player part-time like that. I feel like that's something that should have been dealt with in the beginning of the season, because it's not like COVID came out of nowhere. Everybody knew that you had to get vaccinated in New York, not only in New York, but also in San Francisco and whatever. So I mean, they already knew that already. So they should have made those decisions in the beginning of the season. They waited, hoping that some rule would change, or maybe the new mayor would come in and give only Kyrie a pardon. At the whole city, everybody else got to get vaccinated in the city, but only Kyrie was going to get a pardon. It's just a bunch of nonsense, man. So I feel sorry for Nets fans. I kind of have, because I'm from Brooklyn, so I kind of feel bad for them specifically because when it comes down to it, you just want to see your team play well. You know, so when this stuff goes on, man, this is stuff that you don't want to talk about. I don't want to talk about COVID and basketball. I just want to talk about basketball. You know, I want to talk about the game and stuff like that. So it's just kind of hard for that. So I kind of want that situation to be rectified because it's just better for fans all around the league that you get to see good basketball. You know?
Oh my God, Nerlens suck. Why did we pay him? He is dog water. Oh my Lord. He can't even set a good pick. Jesus, he doesn't even go for the rebound. I want him going. Oh my God. I can't take him.
He drinking that Haitian run, man.
Can I ask you guys a question? When you guys look, we're all Knicks fans. When you look at what we had last year to the sort of measly moves we made in the offseason, am I the only one that's thinking, you know what, we finally had an identity. We was back to playing tough defense. You know, and then we went from that to this so fast that it almost makes me question the front office. You know, what was y'all thinking? I mean, no move might have been better than those two moves, but again, I'm not running the organization. I'm just shocked that we went from a 4th seed to a 12th seed, and we're damn near last in offense and defense. So it seems to me that it didn't really work. I'm not knocking, you know, Fournier or Walker to the extreme, but when you look at it, guys, from where we were last year to where we are this year, somebody got to answer them questions. I'm sorry.
He lost the ball again. Oh my God. I could give you an easy answer, brother. COVID, 72 games, no fans in the stands, man. Easy. That's the best answer I got for you, man. All that stuff that happened last year, I thought it was fluky. It looks fluky now, and I'm not backing off of that take.
Well, you know, me and Steve been arguing about this for a while, man. So, you know, you know, of course, we needed a point guard. We need to get like a little faster. We need a little bit more offense and whatever. So, you know, on the surface, getting Kemba Walker on a cheap deal, knowing that he is injured prone and all this, you know, just getting him on the team might have been a little bit better. Also, Fournier, he just came off of like scoring 17 points a game the last 5 years, you know, and three and three, you know, 3 assists, 3 rebounds, that type of thing. So we're talking about guys that could improve stuff that we needed. But on the flip side too, we argued that maybe we should have doubled down. Maybe we should have got like you know, more rebounders, more defenders, you know, that type of thing. So which way do you think? Well, obviously now, like you just said, you know, maybe we should have stood pat. I think if we didn't do nothing, we probably would be better off. So, you know, hindsight is 2020, man. But what do you think? What do you think we should have done, Dominic?
If you're looking, again, no knock against anything I say on the individual, but when you combine a Kemba Walker and a Derrick Rose, 2 guys that's likelihood of playing a full season, and they're your starting and backup point guard, that was like sort of inviting trouble. Don't take this the wrong way, but we both know their history. Like I said, look at Kemba's numbers. He hasn't played more than 42, 44 games in his last 2 seasons. We've seen Derrick Rose, no knock against Rose. When he's out there, he gives you his all. But you're trying to combine 2 point guards that may give you a half or 75% of a season, and those are your point guards. That was, to me, that was the weirdest thing. Believe me. And again, I preference this with I love Kemba, but I thought that combination of Kemba Walker and Derrick Rose, that was like inviting an accident. Don't ask me what they was thinking. Like you said, they wanted to speed the pace. But who were they speeding the pace with? I mean, with Kemba Walker? I think that was a bad move, guys. I think, in all actuality, they should have just tried to run it back and see how far they could go, then build on getting a point guard and try that route. If you had Derrick Rose as a straight backup without an injury-prone Kemba Walker, that might have been a good idea. But the way it's panned out, you look at their games played this year, guys, and we've been missing a point guard. We're going to sit here and bash Alec Burks. But what else was they going to do? I mean, pull Walt Frazier off the desk and ask him to play the point? I don't know.
So real quick, diehard. OG, with all due respect, I don't want to hear no excuses for the Knicks as far as, thank you, brother. I don't want to hear no excuses for the Knicks as far as why we don't have a starting point guard. You passed over 2 starting point guards in the recent lottery when you picked Cole Anthony and you picked when when Cole Anthony and Tyrese Maxey was on the board and you picked Obi Toppin. So you had that chance. You had a chance the year before the trade for Chris Paul when they didn't want to include Kevin Knox and Frank in that deal. So we had chances to get a point guard. Like if the Knicks wanted to move up from the Knox pick, you could have traded up with Orlando and you could have drafted Sexton. Even though he's not really a point guard, but still, they had chances, bro. Yeah.
And what about Halliburton? We missed that one too.
Yeah, Cole Anthony too, man. We missed Cole Anthony in the same draft.
Yeah, 3-in-1 draft. Not to mention all the deals we could have, should have, tried to at least make. You know, people will sit here and bash Chicago because they got fined for, I guess, tampering or going after ball so hard. But the Knicks could have tried to put the cart before the horse with that last year during the trade deadline. Get them in, trade for them, see if you could sign them long term. And they didn't even put an attempt out there with that. But we're going to sit here and bash Chicago because they went all in, maybe a little illegally, but they got who they wanted. We just sat back and did nothing. Again, I mean, we can look at all the fluke draft picks. To me, the one that sticks in my head is Halliburton because that was more recent. And if anybody watched him in college, not only is he a good point guard, he's an all-around player. And we passed on that for Obi Toppin, knowing you had Julius Randle. And now we're to the point where some Knicks fans say he should be starting over Julius Randle. I don't care how you slice it, who starts, we still don't have a point guard. And you go back in history and see how many we passed over, it gets to be a head scratcher, and trust me. Again, we all been Knicks fans a long time. I think the last good point guard we had was Rod Strickland and Mark Jackson. Really? Some probably don't even remember that.
Yeah, people keep talking about Charlie Ward, right? Right on State. Charlie Ward's the last rookie that we re-signed, I think. That's the stat.
So the stat is Charlie Ward is the last Knicks rookie to resign after his rookie deal, and that happened in 1994. So damn near 20 plus years.
He was a Heisman Trophy winner. Yeah, okay.
I was a freshman in high school at the time, man. I was just discovering girls and weed at the time. That was a long time ago, bro. Yeah, let me say hi to Doc. Doc, what's his name? Dr. Knicks.
Yeah, what's up? Thanks for letting me on. First of all, let me just say shout out State for working in the hospital during the pandemic. That's big ups to you, man. I think I agree with State all the way. I think we need a point guard like Fox. We have no pacing as a team. We're playing 90s half-court basketball when all these other teams are running and gunning, and it's just obvious. RJ looks like he's trying to run every single time, and then Alec Burks is like walking down the court. No one's pushing the pace, and I think when we start pushing the pace, we'll open up the offense a little bit more.
Yeah, I feel you, man. Definitely. What you guys think about what he said?
He just nailed what we was talking about. For when you again, I don't want to say I'm a numbers guy. I'm retired, so I have a lot of time. But when you look at the Knicks, they're almost last in pace. There's only one team in the Eastern Conference scoring less than them. That's the Magic. So yes, in today's NBA, just like today's NBA, people will say build through the draft. Nobody's doing that. It's a win now league. Just like pushing the pace, getting up and down the court, putting the ball in the hoop. It's not a defensive game no more, guys. It's an offensive-driven league. The numbers say that, not dominant. And we're falling behind on that. It was good to fall behind last year because we played such great defense. But that wasn't going to last forever. Again, it's an offensive-driven league, and we haven't caught on to that yet. Sad as that sounds, but it's a fact. Look at the numbers. Only the Magic are scoring less points than us. That's ridiculous because they don't even have but a handful of wins, and they beat us twice.
Yeah, definitely. Yo, shout out to Cully on YouTube because we got guys on YouTube and Facebook also listening in on. So he shouts you out, Mr. Dominic. He said that you probably live like in witness protection or something like that, or you got like goons in Coney Island ready to snipe at will. You know what I'm saying?
Please don't bring that up because if you look at my picture, I had a very different career. So I kind of want to not be on a witness protection program, but
That's what's up, man. Well, let me say what's up to Go ahead, Dominic.
Nah, that wasn't even Dominique. That was State.
Okay,
So wait, real quick. So why this old motherfucker? You know I'm watching the Knicks game, bro. You don't need help.
what happened, State? No one State is his phone probably died or something like that. So I'm not sure if my audio's messing up or whatever, but I got Tyrone, Mr. Evergreen, man. Speak on it, brother.
If Tom Thibodeau leaves Nerlens Noel in this game for any more minutes, he needs to be fired tonight. Tonight, like not like after the press conference on Sunday, like tonight. There's no reason for Nerlens Noel to be in this game. I don't care if he just got an N1. He needs to go. He needs to go to the bench. The only reason he should be in the game is if Mitchell Robinson has a stroke and Jericho Sims has a heart attack.
Jesus Christ.
Nerlens Noel should not be in this game at all. He's got Trevor Ariza boxing him out. Like this is a problem.
So
this is a problem.
We got to fly State out there for the EMS to keep an eye on our Knicks, I guess. How you been, Mr. Evergreen? What's going on with you?
I'm pretty angry right now.
What
pretty angry right
now.
What
I think during halftime, I guess Nerlens Noel brought out that Haitian rum, and they got drunk and stuff now. So now they just playing typical Knicks basketball right now. 31 points in that third quarter for the Lakers. 31 to 13.
Look at where Nerlens Noel is at.
Where
this is ridiculous. This is ridiculous.
I don't know.
He spends more time on the ground than he does upright.
Grimes.
I don't know, man. So what do you guys think we should do? Because I know that first quarter was definitely like fool's gold. So anybody could pop in, man. So what do you think the Knicks should do? Because I mean, that first quarter it was just perfect. That's the way we should play all the time. But now we came back down to earth. So now we're talking about now everything that we've been talking about. Trade Julius Randle for Fox. My man Dominic. Shout out to Dominic. Me and Dominic kind of agree. We probably should have doubled down. We probably shouldn't have did anything to begin with. We definitely need a point guard and stuff like that. So for just watching how we're playing now, what do you think we should go with this freaking team?
So, bro, you watch it. So I don't know where you at right now. I'm at the 9:42 mark. This right now is a time where you have Obi Toppin and Randall in your front court. I don't need to see Nerlens right now. I don't. The paint is so clogged. And then the Lakers is running 5 out. Why are we not going small?
I don't know, man. It seems like they just running like a layup line on us right now. You're just coming down the court, putting up any shot they want, running anything that they want. The Knicks are just going back to what they've been doing the last few weeks, just basically just standing around watching guys do stuff. It's frustrating. Right now, I'm looking at the Knicks. They're at the 9:45 mark on my TV. Just now, RJ just brought the ball up. He passed back and forth, and then he had to get his own post position. It's like, what are we doing? We're like wasting time here. They're wasting our time. They're wasting their own time.
That's on Tibbs, bro. Tibbs never sets up actions to get our guys good shots. When was the last time y'all seen Randall roll to the rim? Let's be honest.
I mean, he likes to face up. So when was the last time he got a pick just to get him free? So he can just go downhill without wasting so much energy. I wanted to ask Dominic about that. What is your feelings towards Tibbs and all of this stuff?
Well, in some ways, guys, from what we've been talking about with doing this and moving that, it still reverts back to having no point guard.
Right.
We have the ball in the wrong people's hands to start with. When you're expecting Julius Randle and RJ Barrett to dribble and create, I mean, granted, Randle will get you more assists than RJ, but some of them are just due to luck because 16 people were checking them. But it still reverts back to you have no floor general. So you're expecting X and Y to be your floor general, and they're not built for that. Hence the reason we have so many turnovers. But you know what? I'm looking at the stats now, guys. The Knicks are back to nicking. They done missed about 8-9 foul shots already, and it's a close game.
And also, let this be known, we're 0 for 6 from 3 this half, and I believe the Lakers are 5 for 13 from 3 this half.
We live and die by the three. That's our problem.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. It's funny, right? We live and die by the three, but we never have actions in order to get us easy 3-point shots.
It's all one-on-one ISO.
Does that revert back to the point guard? Your point guard is normally the guy that's going to set up the pick and roll, the pick and pop, and you won't have that. I mean, again, we could bash Alec Burks till to count him home, but to have somebody like that trying to fill in lets you know it's a mystery, guys. I mean, we're all Knicks fans. We've been saying this shit for 20 years, and we're watching it every night. And now they're down 3. But again, guys, they've missed 8 foul shots. They're actually shooting better from 3 than the Lakers, but the wheels seem to come off at the wrong time. And again, is it smoke and mirrors? The Lakers are not a good defensive team, guys. So if we can't outscore them, that's really trouble. And to mention, our next 4 games are trouble. So they needed this win, guys, at least to keep their heads somewhere above water.
What drives me and stay crazy also is just that we just have tips. So let's say there's no such thing as a salary cap. We just get like a point guard. We get a decent point guard here, and however we get it, we just get a decent point guard here. We still got tips because one of the problems that we had also was that we needed a wing. So we went and got Cam Reddish. Now Cam Reddish is sitting on the bench, and we can't find any minutes for him because Tom Thibodeau has a set rotation. He has a set style of play and just a system of how he distributes his minutes and stuff like that. So if we were to trade for a point guard, is Tom Thibodeau going to keep the guy on the bench saying that we don't need him because we got to rotate? That's another big problem with the Knicks in my opinion.
But the only way that's going to work, guys, I mean, depending on how high you are on Grimes, how high you are on Fournier, we're still back to that log jam, which was kind of strange to me that the Knicks even went and got Cam Reddish. You was already top heavy at that position, and to think Quickly is really another perimeter player, a shooter, a 2, whatever. So getting Reddish was kind of like a head scratcher to me, especially seeing the way this Grimes kid is coming along. It was a head scratcher, to be honest. I mean, let's be honest, guys. This guy sat on the bench in Atlanta. So it wasn't like we was getting, Jerry West. I mean, I know Knicks fans, we get excited when we get a name, but let's not forget, guys, this guy sat on the bench in Atlanta, too. And now, what are you going to do? Do you want to sacrifice Grimes minutes for Reddish? Maybe. You're going to sacrifice RJ's minutes for maybe. I just didn't know where he fit in, guys, to be honest. I mean, it was a head scratch.
So let me stop you right there. Cam Reddish averaged 22 as a starter in certain games. He averaged about 18 points without Trae Young on the court. We needed Cam Reddish because we needed a starting wing. RJ Barrett and Quentin Grimes are both damn near the same height. So I just wanted somebody taller than RJ to play next to him. But the problem is Tibbs think that Alec Burks and Evan Fournier needs development. So, the only way we're going to see Reddish is if the Knicks lose. And that is sad to me that the Knicks got to lose in order to see our young players play. Shit is trash.
Not only lose, we got to have like the crowd chanting his name the whole quarter, and just for Tom Thibodeau to recognize him on the bench there. Yeah, it's just weird, man. We love the team, man, but we want to see forward movement. Not for nothing, we're seeing the same game every single night. Right now, the Knicks just reverted back to what they've been doing. So there's no forward progress in the way that we play. So that's just frustrating to call. Because I mean, this halftime to crunch time thing, I've been doing it for like 2 seasons, man. So like this whole season itself, it's just been the same damn game every single night, and it's just very frustrating to cover. Trying to give a different New York style content for people just so we could bug out with each other. But you can't have fun because you're just watching like a broken record every single night with this team.
And I will say this: as good as our bench has been, they haven't been good in the last couple of games because the Grizzlies bench just smoked us until the end of the game when the Knicks tried to make a comeback. But even tonight, you got Noel with 5, Toppin with 4, Quickly with 0, Grimes with 0. They're all 0 for everything. You know, it was weird that game against the Grizzlies because their bench outscored us like 20-4, and we were still in the second quarter. So that's another issue that, you know, we thought we had, you know, under wraps. We had a good bench, so we thought. But the last couple of games, they haven't even showed up. And it's not, again, guys, it's not like we're playing the best defensive team in the damn NBA. Anybody's been watching this shit all year. The Lakers give up about 190 points a night, and we can't score 100 against them. No.
But let's be real. Are you surprised? I'm not surprised. Why are we all acting like we're surprised at this product? Because the only people that is surprised is people that actually believed in the almighty fourth seed. And I didn't. So I'm not surprised at this product, bro. I'm just mad that Thibodeau keeps doing the same thing over and over like it's gonna work.
But can we come to the realization, guys, as Knicks fans, that it is a very flawed roster? Let's just be honest. I'm hearing what y'all are saying, and I'm definitely listening. Last year might have been, because it is ironic, when the fans got in the building, the Knicks went south.
Yeah.
But even that being said, I said this to a lot of my friends, that when I looked at this, it looked like a flawed roster. So were we putting too much stock in last year? Yeah, I guess maybe, because we haven't had a winning season in so long. We got a little high. Let's be honest. We're Knicks fans. We're thirsty. We want to see a good product. But you're right. You're right, State. We just got brought back down to earth, and a lot of people don't want to accept that. So now they want to, you know, stop the horse in the middle of the race, reboot, rebuild, get rid of me, you, die hard, and let's start again. But it's simply a flawed roster. If I could say that in a nutshell without killing my Knicks fans, but it is what it is.
Yeah, no doubt, man. Yo, not for nothing, man. This is a safe space. You know what I'm saying? So you can say whatever you're gonna say. You know, nobody's gonna like argue with you or nothing like that. Because I mean, like, there's always truth in everything that we all say. No matter whose opinion is given, you know, whatever. The way that I feel about things, like, you know, on Twitter, I don't like to argue on Twitter, but a lot of guys pull me into arguments on Twitter. But really, the source of the way I like to do things is I feel like everybody could bring something to the conversation. We just love to talk Knicks, man. So to hear you speak, you know, it's a different voice. You New Yorker, you know, retire, you live in North Carolina, but you're still following the Knicks, man. That shit gets my blood pumping. You know what I'm saying? Just to hear that. I don't know you from nothing, you know. So same with State. Me and State don't know each other for nothing. But look at this shit, man. Me and State cannot get enough of each other, you know. So we do podcasts all, you know, if we could do it all day long, we would. You know, so this is a beautiful community that we have here, man. So this is a safe space, man. So you don't have to worry about anybody getting on you.
You talking about safe? Can we get Alec Burks off my team, please? like seriously. All jokes aside, the man don't know how to pass the ball. I don't know if he hates RJ. I don't know if he hates Obi. I don't know if management told him we're gonna trade him, so he feel like he needs to score every time. But he sucks, bro. He's really bad, bro. I hate Alec Burks, bro.
He squeezes out Barrett every possession.
And you want to know so crazy? I had people tell me last season that wasn't true. People called me a liar.
No,
Crazy.
Yeah.
Well, we got to give him a little credit, though. He's 6 for 6 from the foul line, and we're still 8 under on the foul shots, which would turn this game around. Something as measly as hitting foul shots, and that's another thorn in the Knicks' side. What's up with that?
Ooh, you see that? Oh my God, RJ. Oh my God, I didn't even know he had it in him.
He just banged it on somebody.
Bro, he just hit him with the double cross as he lay up right on Anthony Davis.
No, he didn't. No, he didn't.
Yes, I swear to God, he just did, bro.
He brought out so much this game. It's crazy.
I don't believe you. I don't believe you guys.
All right, you'll see.
Build around Barrett.
See, Nerlens Noel is horrible. Why would you switch? Why would you leave AD knowing he can pick and pop for RJ to guard AD? Like, what is wrong with this guy?
I don't know, man. He's the 99-cent James Harden. That's what you say?
Yo, Burks still shooting the ball. Yo, Burks make me want to punch him in the mouth. Word up, yo.
He got the worst kicks in the game, I think, man. I think last year he was wearing like black Chucks, you know, out there. He wasn't even wearing sneakers. I don't know what the hell he was wearing. This year, I'm looking at his feet. I'm like, what are those? He got like the worst kicks in the game. Maybe that's the
And,
problem.
and man, this sucks, man. This really sucks because Burks, man, I don't know, man. That fourth seed, man. I told you already, Die Hard. It's going to be a couple of years before I forget the Knicks for that fourth seed. It might be 2-3 years, man.
Well, State, man, I always, we freaking battled each other for a long time about that 4C stuff. But like I said, you've been right, man. That's one thing. We can argue and stuff like that, but when it comes down to it, even though it takes years to get it right, man, bro, like you was absolutely right on that take, and probably basically almost every take that you've made like the last 2 years or so, man. So it's annoying, that you're right, but you got to give you props for being the Debbie Downer, I guess you want to say, for this whole thing.
No, I don't want to be the Debbie Downer though. I just feel like I'm a person, like I'm gonna say what my eyes see. So even if it's crazy, I'm still gonna say it. Now people may not agree. Okay, cool. But we'll see months from now if those takes hold up. I'm not here to like. I already told you, dog. When I'm right, that something horrifically wrong went down with the Knicks.
Yeah. You're right about that, man. But it's all about respect. I definitely got a lot of respect for your takes and stuff because for like you said, for as much as you say crazy stuff or whatever, you also are going to give guys credit when the credit is due. So that's important. Guys need to get the flames. They need to get the bars. We need to chastise them as hard as we're going to chastise them when they do something wrong. But when they do something good, we got to be on it the same way because that's just the New York City way. That's just the New York Knicks. The New York vibe. We don't care about your feelings, bro. So listen, we here with you, but we're gonna shit on you when you're talking. No, excuse me, when you're playing bad, and we're gonna cheer you when you're playing good. So that's just the way it is. Yo, Mr. Doctor Knicks, man. My man, Dominic. He was dominating a little bit, man. So what's your thoughts, man? You still watching the game?
Yeah, I'm watching the game. It's giving me tears, so I'm not talking.
Yeah,
I'm just in awe.
Yeah, I'm about to email you some tissues, man. Don't want to mess up your phone. Overload your phone over there.
Dude, State, I hope I end up in the same hospital as you so we can talk Knicks.
Oh my God! You know how many patients I told Knicks with per day, brother.
Yeah, that's some ill shit, man. Yeah, that's the beautiful thing about being in New York is so different. Because I mean, like you go to other states, shout out to Atlanta fans, shout out to all these different fans out there. They really don't have the experience that we have. We could just pull up anywhere. Somebody see you with a Knicks hat, and they just play, "Yo, go Knicks," or they be like, "Yo, man, take that hat off," or whatever, and then you could have a conversation. It don't have to be like blood sport or anything like that. You just have a conversation about the Knicks, and that's just the culture that we have here, man. So we're kind of blessed in that way to have each other because it's been bad the last 20 years. Following the Knicks, no doubt about that.
No doubt, we got the best fan base in the game.
Yeah, man. So shout out to YouTube, shout out to YouTube and Facebook. They are on the chat here. I got a lot of regulars here. I got Geraldine, you got my pops. My pops is actually on Facebook. This Dolo is over there hanging out. That's my kid's godfather. Vernon, we got Taryn Mosley over there, a bunch of different guys, so they're contributing to the chat too. So if anybody just listening that wants to get down with the chat or whatever, just go over to YouTube or even on Facebook too, and you can participate in the chat if you don't feel like talking and stuff like that, man. So I'm gonna see if I can get some more requests in here. So I got Matt Reed. It looks like Matt Reach something like that. So I'm gonna add him in there, and I see Tyrone's there too. What's up, Matt? What you got to say?
There's actually a few things that are kind of my mind.
Yeah, speak your mind. Safe place, man. Speak your mind.
Why do Knicks fans defend Tibbs? I mean, look at it this way. He is a lousy coach. It is clear. I don't know why some Knicks fans will defend Tibbs to the grave. But just because he's a rookie of the year coach of the year last season, he's got to go. I mean, what the hell happened tonight anyway? I mean, yeah, I know Malik Monk saved the Lakers, but you got to make changes. You got to get rid of the grizzled old veterans and Randall or Tibbs. Pick one.
It's tough, bro. It's tough. I just hope the Knicks do the right thing, man. I told y'all about this last season, almighty fourth seed. What I told y'all, this team don't have enough talent. But y'all told me, bro, the Knicks ain't make the playoffs in 7 years. This is the product that you get. You get Evan Fournier coming off a double screen curl.
and he's about to lose the ball again. This is the product that y'all wanted, and this is the product y'all getting served. I don't think people who wanted that 4th seed last year, I don't even think y'all got the right to complain right now, to be honest with you.
I don't even want. Signing Fournier was a big mistake. Same with Kemba. Extending Randall, huge mistake. Got to go back to the original plan. Get rid of Randall.
Yo, it's tough. It's tough. Yo, it is really tough to get rid of Randall because, yo, you don't want to. Like, you don't want to act like if you trade him.
Oh my God.
The trade doesn't work out, and we look worse without him, then they're gonna look bad.
They look bad with him. How can we get much worse without Randall?
So what's your idea for Randall though? What's your solution for the kid? What should we do?
I think you just get rid of him and get like whatever is like someone who can help, like another power forward or something that can help him, and just give the keys to Archer. I get rid of the kids. I keep the kids and I get rid of the grizzled old veterans. You don't need that many veterans on the team.
Yeah, I'm with you.
I mean, these are the vets that got y'all the almighty 4th seed. So I mean,
the grizzled old veterans have to go.
I'm on the Randall, get rid of Randall bandwagon, but I'm worried about if we get rid of him after a year, how does that look on our part from free agency? Do the free agents not want to come to the Knicks now because they don't see we have loyalty to our big name free agents? We'll dump them in the year if they don't show up.
Say it again, Matt.
I said I don't think Randall's like a big name free agent. He had a good year, and then they paid him all this money, and look what happened. He's regressed. I mean, he picked a losing battle, fighting with the fans.
Yeah, definitely, man. I think that's the key. Nobody mentioned it yet, man. He freaking attacked the fans during the game. So I mean that just puts a bad taste in everybody's mouth. Because I mean, listen, if you're that frustrated where you're yelling at us, and all we want is for him to play well, play hard, play good. That's all we ask for. We just want him to play well. For him to tell us shut the fuck up and all this other stuff. Last year we was chanting MVP. So you want us to shut up when we say MVP? Or is this just like a tickle train and or whatever else you want to say? You got to take it back.
We've seen the real Julius Randle, and I hate to admit it, they gotta get rid of the guy. It's either him or Tibbs. One of them has to go. Or they cannot exist well together.
Yeah, definitely, man. I think it needs to be like some kind of divorce here. Let me see what's up.
Which one gets divorced first, Tibbs or Randall?
I don't know. What do you guys think? Let me ask Evergreen, because Evergreen is back. What's going on, Evergreen?
I'm so happy that Nerlens Noel's out this game, and now it's time for Alec Burks to get out this game.
Yo, so my man Matt just said, we got to get rid of either Randall or Tibbs. What do you think about that?
Tibbs has got to go. I mean, I don't mind Randall, but I'm tired of his emotionalism that he can't handle. But I say both of them got to go. Both of them got to go. Like,
yeah, they gotta go. We both got. We gotta get rid of these grizzled old veterans. I mean, these grizzled old veterans are not gonna help this team. They gotta go young. Keep going young. Give the keys to Archie, the Prince of New York, and just let him lead this team. That's what we gotta do. Give the keys to Archie.
Here we go. Evan Fournier in the corner. Oh.
I think the problem with Randall is definitely that ego thing with RJ taking the keys from him. I think that's a big part of it, why he regressed.
You think so?
I think the mental aspect of the game is underrated.
Yeah, definitely, man.
It is, but Die we sounding off on the Knicks right now, and we could literally come back and win this game.
Legit, man. Sometimes
they're a big lead. That's the problem. They're a big lead.
Yeah, that's the thing. The Knicks could beat any team, and we could lose to any team at any time, man. Right now the game is kind of hard to do that. Right now it's like a 4-possession game. The Knicks are down 106 to 90. Excuse me, 106 to 99 at the moment with 2 minutes and 43 seconds left. So I mean, I don't know what we can do right now to stop this. It seems like the Knicks are pushing the ball or whatever. See, that's the thing. From quarter to quarter, I don't know what we're trying to do. I don't know what the focus is. I don't know if we're a fast breaker team. I don't know if we're a pick and roll team. I don't know if we're a 3-point shooter team. I don't know if we're a defensive team. I just don't know where we're going with us, man. That's the most frustrating part of it. So we do kind of like need to draw a line in the sand of what we need to do. Then sort of, I mean, that's up to the front office. The front office is really on the hot seat. They got to figure out which way are we going. What are we trying to do here? How do we stop the bleeding? How do we stop all this? How do we get some forward progression? Because everything that happened last year, there's nothing that's like forward progressing this team. We're just like stuck in quicksand right now. And we
It's
need.
because of these grizzled old veterans. The veterans have to go. I hate to admit it. They have to go. So, you can't trade the veterans. You need veterans. I'm like, you don't need this many veterans. There's enough for the kids.
Yeah, I'm with you, man.
Okay, RJ.
What's RG doing right now?
You veterans are never going to help this team.
All of them have to go. No, but we battling though. It's not like we battling. This game is not over, man. All we need is Russell Westbrook to chuck up 2 threes and we right back in.
I'm saying 108 to 101, man, right now. With 1 minute and 48 seconds. That's like right now, that's still a 4 possession game because that's you're talking about 3 possession game. You're talking about 2 3-pointers and maybe.
Oh look, this the one.
But I will admit this though, Malik Monk saved the Lakers. If you think about it tonight, Malik Monk basically saved the Lakers.
Randall, thank you. Oh, God. At least he hustling, yo. At least he hustling. Thank God.
Yo,
That's all we want for him to hustle. It's
yeah,
not hard.
yeah, no doubt about it, man. Yeah, you mentioned Malik Monk. Malik Monk is a guy that we were talking about in the offseason, me and State, as somebody that we could pick up, on a cheap or whatever. Right now, the Lakers picked him up, 27 points tonight. Not for nothing. The last few games, he's been actually playing pretty good, playing as like a third option for them. They still been losing, but just for the simple fact that he's able
Julius Randle can prove his worth right now. Yes, give me knock them both down. If Julius Randle knocks them both down, he might prove his worth on his team.
I don't know about that.
He ain't got the clutch gene in him, man.
Prove your worth, man.
He ain't RJ.
I don't know.
Here we go.
I mean, he's a good basketball player, man.
He made both.
He made both
He
free
made
throws.
both. He heard you.
Man, see, I'm way behind right now. Right now, my time is at 141. What's up? What's the timestamp in the game? What's the what's?
It's 141. It's 141.
It is 141. Okay.
It's that commercial break.
Okay. So I'm maybe like 20 seconds, 30 seconds behind. Not for nothing. Julius Randle's battling on the inside, man. Anthony Davis is you want to talk about somebody that can't rebound? Is a little bit overrated on the inside. Definitely Anthony Davis.
Listen, even though Malik Monk saved them in the third quarter, the points like that's expected with who they had on the floor or who he had on the floor defensively. But the big outlier to that was Nerlens Noel damn near played that whole third quarter, and he got ate up every which way. Every which way. That's Tibbs' fault. Because you literally have another big man. At that point, I would have even taken Taj. Like this is ridiculous. This game wasn't lost because we had bad guard play on the defensive end. It was lost because you didn't realize, Thibodeau, what the hell was going on with Nerlens Noel. I'm in here screaming in my living room. My wife's looking at me like I'm a damn idiot.
You got a good lady, man. You got a good lady.
For sure. Dude, Nerlens is 7 foot tall. This man has stayed the same size since his rookie year. He hasn't put on a single pound of mass. His legs will just go out underneath him because he has so much size above his legs. He's never built up his legs.
Yeah, I bet you can still wear the same clothes he had on in high school, man. That guy,
legit.
He's skinny as I don't know.
It's beyond me. Like, you're in the league. You're a professional player. No one got him on a diet plan. No one got him on a workout routine to get bigger, stronger.
Hey, Dahar, if you're gonna bear with me, I'm just going downstairs to give him my work phone, and I'm gonna stay on Twitter Spaces. I guess we could chop it up while I'm walking to the train. I'm a little disgusted with the Knicks, man. But bear with me. Give me like 5 minutes, brother.
All right, no doubt, man. We got the Twitter Spaces going, so we'll have it on as long as anybody wants to talk. So I mean, the game is almost over, so I guess we'll do like post game reactions and that type of thing. And for anybody that's on Twitter Spaces, you could just request. I'll put you in there, and you can speak. Also, shout out to, like I said, once again, everybody on YouTube and on Facebook. Thank you for the comments and stuff like that. Get in on the conversation, and we can make a night out of this thing. Yeah. So it's
All right, for sure. Just get all right. I'll be there 5 minutes.
all right. So it's still the two possession game, man. What do you think the Knicks should be doing right now? Bro, they're diving on the floor for balls. Oh my god! Shout out to Burks. Burks is actually the closing point guard on tonight. So I'm at the 132 mark, guys. So I think I'm a little bit behind you guys.
Nah, you're a little ahead of me.
See, that's the funny shit about the internet now. Nobody really watches on cable. People watch on streams, and you have cable, but you're still watching it on the stream. That's like the new world that we live in now. So I don't want to be the
Oh,
spoiler.
I'm watching it live.
Okay.
I'm watching it on ABC. Why aren't you watching this on ABC?
I'm watching it on ESPN.
Oh, okay. Who's the broadcasters on ESPN?
I think they got Breen, and they got Jeff Van Gundy and
Okay.
Mark Jackson. See, the thing about it, man, I'm not paying for cable, bro. I'm just over it because I'm not gonna contribute to like this.
Oh yeah, you know they got smoked. Is that a trick question?
Yeah.
Oh, I did. Oh, you sure I did?
The march is on the.
Oh, I did. All right, y'all have a good night.
My man State is talking to his coworkers and stuff. So that's the
Oh,
dedication.
my bad. Oh, I wasn't on mute. Oh, I'm so sorry, fellas. My bad.
Yeah, man. At least you wash your hands when you was taking a shit just now. We heard the pumping and dumping, but we heard you wash your hands and stuff. I just hope you wipe them clean enough, man. Don't be spreading the COVID and salmonella.
Sanitize those hands in and out of the room, all right, man?
Come on.
I've been telling him. I tell him every single time, man. As many times he walked past those hand sanitizers, bro. Hit it.
That's how you stop the ball.
So we making stops, Evergreen? Yeah. I'm getting anxiety because on my clock I see 57 seconds and the Knicks are down by 4. That's only a 2-possession game. You're talking about a layup and a 3-point shot. The Knicks are in this game, man. Yeah.
And Russell Westbrook's on the line.
So on my clock,
No.
Oh my god.
Let's go. Let's go, Westbrook. You bum. Wait, don't spoil it.
Oh my god, Fournier just hit a corner 3-pointer. That's where I am right now to get the 106. Man, I can't take it, y'all. I can't take it. I have a heart attack.
Bro, I'm like 30 seconds behind. I'm on a commercial.
Oh my god. See, that's the thing too, man. I think when I do these things, maybe I should throw a link that everyone could watch the same link. But even then, man, you watch the same link and you still be on a different.
Yeah, I think we're on the same link and I'm on a different.
Yeah, what's BB Go on the Lakers uniform? What company is that? Because I mean, for like the Lakers, they changed the name of their stadium from the Target was it the Staples Center to the Crypto Center, and now they got BB Go on their thing. I'm assuming it's like some kind of crypto thing. I don't know.
I'm so disgusted with the Knicks, man. I'm so disgusted, man. But look, that hard. Another reason why I dislike forget the roster stuff, bro. Let's forget the roster stuff real quick, right? Another reason why I dislike the 4th seed is because of expectation, right? So we're bombing Tibbs, we're bombing this team and the players, RJ Barrett and Quickly and these guys. And it's like we wouldn't have these expectations on these dudes if they would have never made the 4th seed last season. If Randall was still having this same season, right, and we did not make the playoffs last year, nobody would not be saying anything. I don't even think we would be complaining because the expectation would be lower. So I'm like, I get real annoyed behind that, man. I get real annoyed behind it, and I think about it a lot, bro. Like we could have really had, like, at the end of the day, like you could have had Quick, you could have had Prime.
My bad, Steve. RJ just banged. Did he bang it on everybody just now? No.
Wow,
I think they blocked it.
Oh man, I missed it.
Oh my god. But I get your state, man. If we didn't win last year, this year we wouldn't have that the expectations. But I think if we lost last year, I think that the Garden would still be on fire right now. If we lost last year, man, that's just the way that it is, man.
Ooh, that was crazy.
Oh my god, he came back the same play, almost the same exact play, and he. Oh, no, that's a
Shout out to Bear, man. This guy is guarding the opposing team's best player every night at 21 years old. That's crazy to me.
But that's something that I try to get through Die Hard Thick Skull, man. When he was calling my boy whack earlier this year.
Yo, RJ was playing like shit for a big portion of the season, man. So
he was, but he was still guarding the other team's best player.
He was getting smoked against John Moran, but that's not a test. I'm not digging at RJ for that. That's Tom Thibodeau. Tom Thibodeau had RJ guarding John Morant when tonight, he has Burks out there, but against John Morant, Burks was sitting on the bench. So between game to game, I don't know what the fuck is going on. One thing I want to point out too to y'all, my man Johnny Bryant, this is the first time I've seen him stand up and talk to Tom Thibodeau. Am I right?
I didn't notice that. That's pretty big.
Yeah. The reports were coming out. They were saying that Tom Thibodeau don't even speak to the coaches during the game, and that's true because Tom Thibodeau stands up the whole time. But right now, this is the first time I've ever seen Johnny Bryant actually speaking to Tom Thibodeau in the fourth quarter. So maybe that's the reason why the Knicks are winning, because somebody's telling Tom, "No, Tom, don't do that. We need to do this. We need to do that." Somebody needs to say something. That's my big thing. You got all these coaches and stuff like that. The person that's talking the most is freaking Julito, standing this like behind him in the game and stuff. One of the fans in the back. Shout out to Julito McCollum and shit. He's in the back, telling Tom Thibodeau what to do and stuff. So that's crazy to me.
Yo, are we? Is this the most games we've been under 500 this season? That's what the fuck I'm talking about, RJ. Let's go. Oh nah. Let's go.
You just hit a 3. I think you just
What's happening?
Let's go.
Oh shit.
I think.
Holy moly, my lord. Fucking go.
Yo, I think RJ just hit a 3-pointer.
Whoa!
Oh my god.
This goddamn team, man.
Yo,
oh my god!
Me and Doctor are gonna have a heart attack.
Wow!
This gives me blood pressure, bro.
Oh my lord, he just made that shot.
He hit it with 8 seconds left in the game, man. Oh my god.
Wow! Whoa. This is a future superstar we looking at, ladies
100%. Build around Barrett, bro.
Jesus Christ. So I'm gonna hit my pump one time. Make sure I don't have a heart attack.
You got asthma?
Like a motherfucker, I got asthma, man.
Yeah, take the albuterol, bro.
Yeah, I got it, man. But I don't want to hit it too many times. Catch a heart attack out this motherfucker. Oh yeah. Your Anthony Davis just got hit in the vagina.
Poised right now, bro.
Yo,
Barrett is that guy. That's all I'm saying. And I don't think Randall can handle that fact.
I don't know, man. I think you're right, man. But I don't want to put them against each other, bro. Because
what's up, OG?
We definitely need both of them. One thing I want to say though, Anthony Davis is I'm on Twitter Spaces and stuff, so I want to keep it kind of PG. But he's a sucker, man. He like and that play right before the RJ 3-point shot, he got hit a little.
Come on, get on him, RJ, get on him.
And he's like,
cupping his
get off the
line. No.
Are we going to overtime?
Okay, baby. Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Oh my god. I think
RJ about to have a career high tonight.
Yo, I think Evergreen is busting his gun right now. Is that you shooting shots out the window? Yo, you're not in sound right now, bro. Oh my god. Are we going overtime? Are we really
what
going
a
overtime?
fucking shot. Oh my goodness.
Jesus Christ, man.
And LeBron traveled. They didn't call it.
They called 2 travels on him this game. I loved it.
Yeah, man. LeBron James looks like a big woman. No shout out to big women, but I mean, he looks like abuela out there. This was that yo. He's been playing a long time. He's been playing since he was 18 in this league, man. And the dude is like what, like 30? How old is on LeBron right now?
38, I think, or 37.
That's a long time, bro. And he's talking about playing with his son. His son's not even in the league yet.
Apparently, his son might not make the league because I don't think he's a top prospect.
Yeah, he's good in high school, but I mean, that's another thing too. Like, it's really hard to get in that NBA, man. There's a lot of basketball players out there.
Apparently, his younger son is looking better than Bronny.
Yeah, they're saying his younger son got a little bit of Kobe in him. He got the little clutch.
Looking for ways to say.
Oh my god, I'm literally gonna have a heart attack. So I mean, this game has been a roller coaster. You talking about the first quarter? We scored 42 points in the first quarter. We get smoked in the third quarter. Now all of a sudden we're back in this game, and we're talking about overtime. So I mean, this fourth quarter, the Knicks had 27-24. So that's been the tale of just at least breaking even a little bit. That's what got us to this overtime. So what are the keys? Just from you guys that are paying attention to this game, what are the keys to winning this game in this overtime? What do you think?
Man, I'll tell you right now. Nerves the world better not get in this fucking game. The key to winning this game is not putting Nerves Noel in.
100%.
Letting Jericho Sims rock for a little bit.
Yeah, I see.
My wife's only happy because the game is keeping her up till 12, so we can watch Power.
Oh, you with those guys. I can't watch it at midnight Power, man, because I won't be able to go to sleep.
I'm only doing that because she's sitting up watching the game with me. Normally we would go to sleep and watch the game. Watch the show later.
Yeah, you just.
So the key to this game is Nerves Noel must not get subbed in. Period.
Yeah, I get you, man. But you're putting a down payment on some PUSSY. I think that's what you're doing. Is that what you're doing? Putting a down payment?
No, I'm legitimately watching this game. Okay, Mitch.
So I see a few people trying to request to get in, man. I don't know what's going on. Maybe it has to do with the Android, iPhone type of thing.
Good move.
So if anybody wants to pop in, try to pop in. I'll keep trying to add you to the stream. Yeah. So that's the keys for Evergreen. Nerlens Noel, please do not get back in the game, man. So what do you got? What do you say, Doc?
I agree with that. No Nerlens. Give the ball to RJ. Let him go to work. No Randall ISO, one-on-one, none of that. No freezing out RJ for the rest of OT, none of that.
What's up with Quickly? I feel like I haven't seen Quickly out there in a while. Is he hurt? Because he only played like 4 minutes and 51 seconds.
That's a Tibbs rotation for you. You can play 20 minutes one game and play 2 minutes the next. Just ask Obi.
Word up, man. I mean, the last game, freaking Emmanuel Quickly, I think he played the whole fourth quarter. Now today he only plays 4 minutes. It's like, come on, man. It's crazy. Yo, shout out to Mitchell Robinson. I'm not a fan of Mitchell Robinson. We didn't really get a chance to really talk too much about him, but he just got the rebound. All he had to do was turn around and maybe a little baby hook shot. But now we're stuck here moving the ball around, and Fournier just chucks up a shot at the end of the shot clock. So my thing with Mitchell Robinson, I feel like if he's going to be the inside guy, an offensive rebounder, he's got to be able to score, not like Patrick Ewing, but at least score like somebody that's played in the post before. That to me, that's extremely frustrating.
Definitely, he needs to develop his offensive game. I think he needs to add a little baby hook or a baby jumper. I think that'll help him a lot.
Yeah, something simple, not something so complicated, man. Like I said, I don't need him to be Shaq. I don't need him to be Ewing or Elijah Wan. Just catch the rebound. You got Anthony Davis on you. Anthony Davis is barbecue chicken. Just turn around and throw the ball in the hoop, man. The other night he almost had a triple double with blocks. Tonight he doesn't even have a block tonight. He has 4 points and he has 11 rebounds. So this is not a guy to me that I want to spend all of our cap space on. But some fans do. I see them talking, and I see them give me subs also too when they give their own takes. So for anybody that wants to know who doesn't like Mitchell Robinson, is me. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, he's a guy that preys on the weak. The Lakers are a decent team on paper, I guess. But Mitchell Robinson will play against a team that's not so good on the inside. Steven Adams wet the bed the other night. and he gets almost gets a triple double on him. Now you're playing against a decent Lakers team, and you're almost invisible. No blocks in the game. Come on now.
I agree. I think we need a big that spaces the floor, especially for RJ. I think Mitchell at times clogs the paint because his offensive game is so limited.
Yeah, absolutely. That's another thing too. He only had one free throw tonight, which is amazing for somebody that's shooting 70 something percent from the field. He's not getting He's not getting to the foul line enough. And then when he gets there, he's like almost trying to like chip the paint off the rim. You know. So right now on the clock now, I got 3 minutes and 11 seconds. The Knicks are down by 2. This is a back and forth overtime thing here. So in my opinion, 5 minutes is enough to get one run out. So whoever gets the run is going to win this game. But at the moment, I don't think anybody has any momentum or anything. So it's anybody's game at the present time. I said right now it's 115 to 113. Lakers are up. We got 2 minutes and 40 seconds left in this overtime. And since we're doing that, stats, RJ got 36, Julius got 30. Julius got 14 rebounds, 7 assists. RJ got 8 rebounds and 5 assists. The other person is Fournier. Fournier has 15 points. Who else here? Alec Burke is also playing well tonight. 12 points, 5 rebounds, and 4 assists. So that's the squad there, man. That's the team that we're running with right now. And so far we're playing good, man. This is a tough lineup. We need a point guard, but just having Alec Burke there, gives us toughness for the most part. I think Evan Fournier is doing a good job being poised now. He wasn't doing that before. I think his head is in the game now. So I think we got a shot to win, man. Let me get State back in there. State is he got popped out. He's back in there. State, you back in. So I'll pop State in there. State is on the move. State. I think he might have finished with work, so he's on the move there. Oh man, I can't stand looking at Anthony Davis. I'm so glad that he wasn't on our radar. I know him playing with the Lakers. You got LeBron and this, that, and the other, but he's one of those guys that plays well more with stars around him. He's a star himself, but he needs other stars in order for him to really be effective in what he does there.
The Lakers up 2. Lakers up 2 in OT right now.
Yeah, 115, 113.
Yeah, but the Knicks is going to Nick. You knew they was coming back, fellas. We act like we don't know this team already, right?
Yeah, man. Julius Randle was busting Anthony Davis' ass right now.
Yo, this is is this one of the games? Is this like your how can I put this? Is this the best game RJ and Randall played together? Have a good evening.
I think so. Stat wise, for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I want to say that too. It's turnovers too. Julius has 5 turnovers, but the usage is high. Plus, we're in overtime also. RJ only has 3 turnovers, so
I don't have no problem with Randall having a high usage as long as his usage is as long as he's doing something with the ball. You know what I'm saying? I have no problem with that. I just think, I ain't gonna lie, we really need a point guard, fellas.
Yeah, I'm with that. We definitely need somebody at least to be a lead guard. I guess Derrick Rose would do that. But we need somebody a little bit on the same timeline. Somebody that's going to be healthy and be there for us every single game.
So I'm hoping we could win this game, man.
Not for
I
nothing.
got mad, brother. Oh yeah.
Not for nothing. If the Knicks win this game, I lose all my parlays tonight. Man.
Yo, what's up? Yo, what's up, family?
Oh man, I think I'm out of bet $15 tonight, but I have like $4,000 on the line. But if the Knicks win tonight, then I lose all my parlays because I did not bet on the Knicks tonight.
So here's my problem with.
Yeah, come back, State.
So I'm gonna give you an example. Mm-hmm. So I had a ticket today, and my ticket looked good. It looked real good. So guess what I put on my ticket that made me lose my whole ticket? I put Mo Bamba double. Guess who had the double for Orlando today? Wendell Carter Jr. That's my life, man.
He's like the new Alonzo Mourning over there, man. Wendell Carter Jr.
I think you. You can't give him zone, man. You can't give him zone.
All right, Randall.
Yo, man, how I feel it, I'm like fuck Alonzo Mourning like 7 days out the week. You know what I'm saying? 24 hours a day. Much respect to him, but fuck Alonzo Mourning. So me telling Wendell Carter Jr. is Alonzo Mourning is not necessarily
Crazy.
a good thing.
So I guess we could start this combo, dog. I know next podcast it'll probably be a subject, but after watching tonight's game, would you consider pairing RJ and Randall with Fox, or are we still on the same time with okay, swap Randall for Fox and let's move on?
I don't think we get Fox without Randall. That's the issue. Or else I'm with it.
Well, the thing we do have Obi though, man. I know a lot of fans do not want to get rid of Obi Toppin. Me on the other hand, I hate every single one of our players, man. So if we traded anybody, I would not be sad or whatever. So I can see us trading Obi Toppin, maybe get a couple guys together to get because this guy Fox, I think he makes like 38 million a year, I think. So we can scrape together some contracts together to get them a good package. Plus we have excess and young guys. We have kind of an excess in draft picks. So if we decide to trade Julius Randle, I'm good with that. But if we take Obi Toppin and scrape some guys together and maybe draft picks to get Fox and they want that, then I'm good with that too. Because not for nothing, Sacramento, they really need targets. They got a lot of point guards over there. They got Davion Mitchell and Halliburton over there. You know what I'm saying? So if they was to get Obi, that's kind of more on their timeline. But if we was to get Fox within the mix of this, because right now, not for nothing, point guard wise, we just need that third scorer, in my opinion.
I think so. I'm gonna go a different route. I think the Knicks need a if this was football, we need a game manager. If you get what I'm saying, like we don't have a game manager. Like a game like today, if we had a guy like Fox, and when we was up, you notice how that third quarter lead it dwindled, right? So if we had a guy like Fox who controlled the game at the beginning of the third quarter, I think we would win way more games, right? I really do think we need a point guard so bad, and I don't know who I got to sacrifice to get me that point guard, but I'm absolutely okay trading damn near every young kid off this roster besides RJ, Grimes, Mitch to get me a point guard. Bro. I can't do another season without one. I'm so sorry. And I had finally Derrick Rose, he's done as a
Stan, I think you're going in and out, man.
retired.
You must be getting close
bad.
to the buildings, right? You out there walking the streets?
Yeah, I'm actually walking now. But I think Kemba Walker should retire. I don't know if that sounds crazy, but that's just me.
Well, I mean, if this guy, what's the kid on the Clippers that got traded again to Portland?
Eric Bledsoe.
Yeah, if Bledsoe can get traded like every 6 months, then Kemba Walker could get a spot. That's how I feel about that. But for those that are listening, man, there's Randall talk. We could trade Randall and we could keep Obi and have Fox and still get the same results. So it really just depends on if we do make that decision, it can't be the last move. It's like one move that's gonna lead to something else too. So we just have to continue to keep the ball rolling. Right now, the front office is on the spot. They got to do something. Because we're in quicksand. I feel like there's nothing that's gonna stop this bleeding. For right now, what I see from the game, the Knicks, the Lakers are on a run right now. So we're down by 5. The game is not over yet. We got 33 seconds left, I think. Referees are going to be, I guess the referees are looking at the replay for something. That's another thing too. I didn't really get to speak on that. The referees fucking annoyed the shit out of me, man. Every 5 minutes with that damn telestrator, they got 3 referees. They got all these cameras. Then they got Secaucus, New Jersey. They got 17 cameras down there, and they still can't get the fucking call right, man. It's like annoying, man.
It's not quick enough. It completely ruins the flow of the game.
Absolutely, man. I just don't get it. What the hell did we do back in the days when we were younger, watching the Ewing and all that? I don't really even remember seeing a referee. I just remember seeing Dick Bavetta. That's it. Where was the other refs? It was only him by himself calling the whole game. There was no fouls, there was no replays, anything like that. I don't know what this is.
With all due respect, I think Tibbs' coaching is bad. It is no way, dog. It is no way you don't put Reddish in this game. And I'm watching this game on my phone as I'm walking to the train, and it's like, come on, Tibbs. Come on. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and think you're going to get different results. Tibbs has to wake up. He's a great Hall of Fame coach, but my God, bro, damn.
Trying to squeeze blood out of a brick every night, man. I don't get it,
Bro. Damn, shut up, Carl. I know Tibbs' offense is bad. I know.
Yo, State, don't get hit by a car, man. I don't think my heart could take that, man.
I don't need to get hard, man. It's all.
Yo, State, I got to give it a wellness check to Evergreen, man. Evergreen, are you alive, man? Is everybody okay in your house? Is everybody all right in your house, man?
I think he's already watching Power.
Yeah. You know, so I was joking before, man. Like, if you have your own significant other, the amount of time that we put into this Knicks stuff, you know, right now we're talking to complete strangers. Shout out to Doc, thanks for hanging out, Doc. Shout out to Dominic a little earlier. Dominic was dope. Matt Rach also. You know, so this is like the first you know, Twitter spaces that I used here. So I appreciate you guys coming in here. But we waste a lot of time talking about these Knicks, man. And you know, if you got a significant other, whether it be male or female, doesn't matter what, you know, what your preferences, whatever. It takes a lot away from the relationship, man. So if you got a significant other that's okay with it, then you're already winning in life, man. That's my thing with that. You know, right now
I strongly agree with that, dog. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah, no doubt, man. Yo, me and my wife, we kind of got close over that Jeremy Lin's thing, man. Because that's when me and my wife were kind of like dating. We were living together at the time. But that Jeremy Lin thing, it was like must see TV. So that was like a big bonding thing. Me and her were like glued to the TV. We could not stop watching that Jeremy Lin stuff, man. So if you can find somebody that can at least share the experience with you with these Knicks, then you're doing well in life, man.
Yeah. They always say Knicks fans is the most loyal people you'll ever meet. If you date a Knicks fan, you gotta keep.
Word up. You know,
I kid you not. I was in an interview for residency, and they said, you like sports? Where I said I'm a Knicks fan, so that means I'm resilient and I'm loyal, and they like that answer.
That's a great answer, brother. That's probably the perfect answer.
Yeah, I'm telling you, and it's a residency too, so they know you're not going nowhere. If the Knicks are playing, they know you right on the on the
exactly.
premises. You know, you ain't gonna be hanging out in the the nurses' quarters or whatever. You're gonna be watching the Knicks game. They already know where to find you.
I see Miss Steph is still listening. Shout out to Miss Steph, Queen of the Court. I gotta come on there next week, man. We gotta talk this. We gotta talk this Randall conundrum, or she needs to come on our show so we can talk this trade deadline talk, man. Because it's looking nasty, dog. I don't know what we gonna do, man. But Cam Reddish needs to play, and I'm seeing on Twitter, I'm seeing fans blast the Knicks right now about Cam Reddish. How do you feel about that whole Cam Reddish thing?
I mean, right now, what's the excuse for him not playing? You know, I know we have a set rotation and stuff like that, and like, where do you play him and this, that, and the other? But the Knicks are not playing well. That 42, if we didn't score 42 points in that first quarter, we would be getting smoked right now. Because 42 points for the Knicks is a miracle. You know,
oh my goodness.
Yeah, if we scored 22 points in that first quarter, right now we will be losing the game by like 30. You know, it wouldn't be no overtime. We would be getting smacked by 30 in front of your grandma and your aunties and all that, getting embarrassed out in these streets. You know what I'm saying? So we did. We did lose this game though. Right now it's 122 to 115, the end of the game. But you know, it's crazy.
It is what it is, man. See, Randall and Burks will love Sacramento. I know that. Because I don't know how much longer I can take this. Just like Tibbs, I hate meaningless seasons, right? Because I heard that Tibbs hate meaningless seasons, and that's the reason why he wants to continue starting this same starting lineup. Okay, Tibbs, he's going to be the first coach I've ever seen in my life in any professional sport that is tanking, but he's tanking by playing vets. That is new. I never knew you could do that.
I don't know. Maybe he's trying to get into like the record books or something. I don't know. Because right now with all these crazy stats, Tom Thibodeau's the first coach in NBA history to lose every single game playing veterans. You know, it's like, what the hell?
Oh man,
So
man.
what's gonna stop the bleeding with this, man? Because I mean, right now we lost against the Lakers. We're on a what do you call what's it called? We on when we play away. we're playing away. We're playing away right now, so we don't come back until Valentine's Day. So we're probably gonna lose the next couple games. Then when we come back to come back home, I think we play a bunch of other tough teams. So what's gonna stop the bleeding? Right now, the trade deadline is on the 10th. What the hell should we do?
The reality is we're headed for the lottery, man. We have the hardest strength of schedule at the second half of the season. I don't see us getting in the playoffs.
You know, I hate you, man. but you're right. I hate you, but you're right. I don't want to see the lottery no more, man. Being going to like a Knicks event and a lottery and everybody's waiting for the pick. That is the most depressing thing in the world, man. At a lottery at a Knicks draft lottery party is like the most depressing thing on earth. So I don't want to go through that again, man. Shout out to the Knicks Omni fan. I usually hang out with them when it comes to those type of events, but I don't want to see them no more. I don't ever want to see them again. If it's gonna be a draft party, I don't want to see them again. I want to do something different, man. I'm tired of it. 20 years of that shit. I still want to see it anymore. I don't know, man. But once again, shout out to YouTube, shout out to Facebook, people watching on YouTube right now. My pops is still there. I know my pops don't like to hear me curse. I'm trying my best not to. Shout out to Infamous King that's still there talking. We got Chris C. Les Daly is over there. Infamous New King is there. So shout out to everybody participating and talking to themselves over there on in the chat. So appreciate you guys, man. But I guess if anybody got any last words, man, because we got a couple people in here. Like I said, Queens Court is here. A couple other people, New Yorker Tank, Christopher is there. The Truth. We got A's there. A couple guys. If you guys want to speak, you could jump in. But
I will say this: Eru is the creator of this type of segment. I don't want to see other Nick podcasters copying the wave. I don't want to see it on bombing their channel. Instantly. This was the first time I've seen, and Eru, this was some creative shit. I don't know if you smoke some weed. I don't know what you smoked to drink when you thought of this, but this is dope. I love this type of, because we can interact with people directly while they're still looking at one of us on the screen. So it's dope. We definitely got to have more segments like this, brother.
Yeah, but this is the first one, so I got to clean it up definitely because we had little technical difficulties in the beginning with the YouTube and the audio and stuff. But this is dope, man. So I would definitely love to do it again. I do have time to crunch down every single game, man. So for those that want to see my face, you can see my beautiful face by going to Die Hard Knicks, on YouTube, and you'll see it, whatever. But on also Facebook, if you're on Facebook, State is always hanging out with me, man. God bless him. We have great chemistry. State is one of the smartest guys that I know. People get on him on Twitter. But Twitter's one thing. Twitter's not really real. But as far as like really talking basketball and stuff like that, State is the man. State. I love talking to State, man. So I appreciate, State at least sitting sitting with me here. That's I got somebody here that we need to pull up. Got my man Wholesome is here. What's good, Wholesome?
Oh my God! Oh, oh, what's up, man?
What's up?
Oh man.
I just thought y'all, it's funny you have a space. Y'all didn't invite me.
Oh man,
funny.
this is new. So we
Y'all
trying
hate
to.
me?
So Eru was trying something new, and I love it. I love this. I love this stuff.
Hey, I always
great.
invite you for a space to come talk basketball.
The problem was that my phone was broke, so I couldn't. So I apologize, man.
No, it's all good.
Well,
I'm just mad. I want to see if I missed a rant.
now no rants yet.
Hey,
It's really like a
Nah, no rants.
okay. What's up, Eru?
chilling, man, chilling.
I want to win, man. I'm tired of us losing. I ain't even gonna lie. Like, I wasted my energy with this team. Like I spoken though. It's time for Leon Rose to step up. He needs to talk to us as a fan base.
It's the fact I don't get emotional more about the Knicks. I just see what it is. I just be chilling.
So tell us how you feel. The floor is yours.
I mean, it's what it is. Like we know what the problem is. The main problem is Tibbs is a dickhead. He doesn't know what the fuck he's doing. That's my bad. I know it's a woman in here. I don't want to like part my pardon my French, but yeah, Tibbs doesn't know what he's doing. He has peanuts for brains. I don't know why Alec Burks is still on the team. Kemba, we should send him to Compton. He should stay there in LA. Crypto court, whatever the fuck that court is. Who else? It's a
Compton,
whole
though?
lot of players. Bro, it's a whole
You
lot
want to
of.
recruit
Bro,
him?
send that nigga to Watts. Send Kemba.
Whoa, N-word. That's
Oh
it.
my bad. Send him.
You can curse, but
Okay.
they were. That's
All right.
it.
Send that guy to Watts. That's when he gets to stay.
Look, so can I ask you a question? Let's
Go
go
ahead.
basketball.
What's up?
So when you watching this team, what do you think we need to do at the trade deadline? Because me and Dad, we speak about it a lot, and starting point guard and a big who can shoot. I think of the two needs. I think we got the wing need already because we got Reddish.
Big. I don't think that's a need as much as a point guard is a need. Because I feel like if we had somebody like, let me see, let's say a point guard. Let's go to point guard. Let's go to Fox round. If we had him, I feel like the Knicks, our offensive problems wouldn't be as exposed as it is right now. I don't think it is. Like you see how RJ looks. All he needs is a point guard to like help him. So Randall's not being like a dickhead, and I'm saying when he tries not to do a lot, he's actually a good player. When he tries not to be a lot.
Now nobody disagrees with you. I agree. Like
Randall's a good player. That's why I'm like I'd be like, because like as much as Knicks fans hate Evan Fournier, he's actually a good fit with RJ. He's actually a good fit. We don't need him to be the first, second, or third option. But as him as a fourth option, like when teams gonna leave, try to double team RJ or like Randall, he's open. Like he's gonna hit that. You know what I mean?
I mean, I don't disagree. I'm so mad that you came on the Twitter Spaces so late because me and Dog was about to get out of here, man.
Yeah, you came in the clutch, man. We was about to do the closing shots and all that, and here comes Wholesome.
Nah, it was just because I was too busy watching the game and stuff. I saw y'all was at halftime, and I was like, I was going to join after the game. I already knew I was going to join after the game.
So real quick, Dog, to you, and to other people, I listen to other people's Twitter Spaces, and I see that a lot of people, they either talk at the same time, or it's a bashing session, or it's a I'm smarter than you session. I think for me and Dahard, we just want to tone that down, and we want to also give y'all a good platform to speak on. So we're not going to cut y'all off when y'all talking. So if you want to say whatever you want to say, bro, let it go. Just as long as you don't do the N-word. As long as you don't do that, we good.
Yeah, man. It's Black History Month, man. It's word, man. At least not this month. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep it on the wraps. At least this month.
Yes.
Yeah, man. Well, this halftime to Crunchtime thing, I do it every single game. I said it a couple of times. Right now, we're actually live on YouTube and Facebook. So for those that are watching, I know they're looking at me like, what the fuck is going on with this Twitter shit, man? But this is something different. I actually stole it from somebody, man. So I can't even remember who I stole it from, but that's the idea to put the Twitter thing with the YouTube, man. So it's working pretty good. So I hope more people can pop on as time goes on. As every single game we'll be doing this, man. So just like State said, this is a safe space. You can say what you want to say. Like we all Knicks fans, and this is not ESPN, and I'm looking for no clout or nothing like that. I'm not waiting for you guys to listen to what I have to say. I want to hear what you guys got to say, man. I don't have no pants on. I'm sitting here free balling. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting loose. You know what I'm saying? This is what excites me. You know what I'm saying? This is what gets me ready for when my wife calls me. Say, all right, it's time for bed. All right, I'm ready, man. I just finished talking Knicks for 5 hours. You know what I'm saying? Ready to get this out. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so that's what it's all about.
Yeah, man. But shout outs to y'all, man. I'm looking at the beautiful Madison Square Garden right now. Right now, I'm currently on 34th. It's so beautiful. Hopefully, De'Aaron Fox could touch the Madison Square Garden floor.
I'll hold your breath, bro. That's not gonna happen. I just do not find it to happen.
Yo, I'm telling you that right now.
I feel like
Ty Bigger, Queen, everybody, toxic fan, everybody. If the Knicks don't make a trade before February 10th or on February 10th, I want nobody to stop me from ranting. Leave me alone. I'm going to bomb this team every single day.
The Knicks are going to make a trade. I just don't think it's going to be the trade that you wanted to.
Well, you got to speak on that. What trade are you talking about?
I feel like they'll just only trade they'll make is probably to get rid of Kemba. That's what I mean. Like, it's going to be a trade, but it's not going to be the trade he wants. Like, I don't see Fox coming. That's what I'm saying. I think like the media threw like a gaffle just to get a rise out of Knicks fans and be like, oh look, y'all thought y'all was gonna get Fox, and then make fun of us when we don't get him. That's why I don't even get excited when I hear rumors.
Yeah, absolutely. That's just like the program right there. They get us all hyped up in the media, and then when it doesn't happen, then they start pissing on us. One thing.
That's why I told Steph, like, don't get excited, because I do not see it happen, because the trade, let's say Fox and Randall, it makes sense for all teams. It should have been happened if it was going to happen. I feel like it should have been happened.
I think the only thing that's holding it up, if they are actually having that trade, I think Sacramento want one of the young guys that the Knicks don't want to give up, and I think the Knicks want Marvin Bagley back. They don't want to give up a young guy to get him back.
I don't think Knicks want Bagley.
Bagley's decent though. You know, he's not what he should have been. You know, because he got drafted ahead of Luka, for Christ's sake. You know. So, yeah. He's never gonna be that on that level, but he's gonna be decent. You know, somebody.
But IQ is the reason you don't like get Fox back. Is the problem?
Yeah, I don't know.
IQ. Oh yeah, State. Keep what you call off the Knicks. I wasn't joking when I said that. Keep Obama off the Knicks.
No, it's okay. Look, listen, man. We don't gotta agree on everything, brother. I just want people to hear the reason why I want them. I don't really care if somebody agrees with me or don't agree with me.
I'll tell you this. I'd rather Obama than bum ass Colin Sexton. I still take that. I'm not joking on that. I still rather Obama than bum ass Colin. I legit. It's not even you. It's Casper that made me slander Colin Sexton, and the fact that I don't think he's a good point guard.
Well, it depends on what you're thinking about. Like, what you thinking about as far as point guard? You know, like, do we need like a?
Like you said, the Knicks need as far as him as a point guard. I don't think he's a point guard. He shouldn't be playing point guard.
Well, the thing about it just depends on what you think about a point guard or what you think we need as a point guard. You know, like Colin Sexton is more like a lead guard. He's not really like a passer.
Yeah.
You know, there's not really too many passers in the NBA unless you're talking about, you know, like some of these old guys, like freaking you know, what's the dude on Cleveland that got towards ACL?
Ricky Rubio. Derek Garland? I mean,
yeah, Ricky Rubio.
Garland tore his ACL too, but that was in college. I see what you're saying.
Yeah. So I mean, I think that's the thing too, because people keep talking about Mark Jackson and that type of thing. And like Mark Jackson, that happened literally in 1989. He was drafted in '88. So this is like we're talking about Coke era stuff, man. So it's like
Halliburton was right there though. That's literally Mark Jackson. If you somebody says 2.0.
Yeah,
he was literally right there. That was him.
All right, Dog, my phone is on 3% because I just woke up blistering cold. Lord, my interviews. But I'm gonna get out of here. Y'all know where to find us: Apple Podcast, Stitcher, Google Play, Spotify. Y'all know where to find us. I appreciate everybody's tuning in, Die Hard. I appreciate you, King, for having me on this platform. I'm literally in the train station. Shout outs to the people that live in Miami, fake Knicks fans. And you know,
hey, now leave my queen alone.
I hear you. But you know, shout out to all of y'all, man. We real Knicks fans. You know, we know what chopped cheeses smell like. We know what chopped cheeses taste like. So
I take offense to that, State. I take offense to that because I'm not in New York.
Nah, you good.
Where you at? Where you at?
She hopped on. I'm in the on the wave. But hold on, real quick. She hopped on the wave when the Knicks got the almighty 4th seed. I never seen her talk about the Knicks before the 4th seed. So you're not a real Knicks fan. You're not a real Knicks fan.
Bro, I've been suffering since Mike Sweetney, so can't nobody ever say.
Mike Sweetney, yo, dog, I'm out of here, man. I love you guys, man.
That's what I'm saying, bro. I've been suffering. So
Man, I've been suffering since Roy Sparrow, bro. Okay, do you even know who the
Oh
fuck
my
that is?
goodness.
Roy
No,
Sparrow.
no. Oh my goodness.
I've been suffering since fucking LaBelle Postal.
Oh God. Remember when Tony who was the Nick point guard that had 22 assists? Tony Douglas?
No, it was Chris Duhon, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Wasn't it
Duhan.
Chris
Yeah,
Duhon?
Duhan. You talking about big women?
Oh
Duhan was
God.
like
Yo,
a
I'm
big
out of
woman.
here, man. Dog, I'm out of here, man. My train coming on, man. I miss you guys. Love you guys, man. Stay in New York Knicks podcast. Order. Peace out, dog.
Yeah, peace, bro. Get home safe.
Yo, thank you, man. Yo, and the rest of y'all too, man. Y'all get home safe. Wear y'all goddamn mask, and love your loved ones, man. Peace.
All right.
Yo, for anybody wondering why he's saying Apple Podcasts and Google Stitch and all that shit, because we're actually on YouTube right now. So whenever he does that, I put up the graphic for YouTube and all that stuff. So that's what that's all about. So wholesome. Where you from, man? You got caught up when you said that.
Oh, I said the Lou. That's St. Louis. So yeah.
Yo, you guys need a team. I feel like OKC needs to go to St. Louis or something like that.
Nah, they can stay where they at.
Or maybe take the Kings back.
No, they can stay where they at too. But it wouldn't even matter because like I can't switch teams, so
okay,
I wouldn't even switch.
Are you originally from New York?
No, that's why people be think I'm really from I'm really from New York because I'm a Knicks fan. And like there's like no way you suffer with the Knicks and you're not from New York.
So is your favorite color orange or something? Like why are you a Knicks fan?
No, like I grew up like I tell you, Allen Houston, Latrell Sprewell's my favorite Knicks. Really, Allen Houston, right? And I got hooked on that, and then like I just became a Knicks fan.
I respect it, man. One thing about being a Knicks fan, at one point when I was younger, when I'm talking about younger, you're talking about like the 90s, whatever, when I was a kid in high school, John Starks and this, that, and the other. Those are the guys that I used to like only because it was like literally like gang life, gangland stuff there in high school because there was a lot of Bulls fans or whatever. So you had to pick your side. So I just had my guys that I was whatever. But I mean, right today, I'm older now. So if I see John Starks, I might not even look at him. You know what I'm saying? Because I just love the Knicks. I don't care about these players, So that's where my energy comes from. I just love the Knicks. I don't know where it came from. My pop. Shout out to my dad. This actually on Facebook listening right now. He brought me into this, so that's what made me a Knicks fan. Really just the whole idea of being a Knicks fan. That's why I became a fan. Yeah, so
that's why I was like, it's like you literally all the Knicks fans can like relate. Like I can't leave the Knicks, and it's gonna be like because like I'm a Rams fan, right?
Okay.
And you know where the Rams originated at, right? Where they used to be.
No, educate me.
They was in St. Louis, so like
St. Louis Rams.
Yeah. So like I see. I'm hoping I see the Rams win twice, and I'd be like, what would happen if I see the Knicks win once? That'd be like one of the greatest moments.
Well, that's what we hold our hat on. So when we talk about like fans saying that they don't want, like nobody wants to come here. People want to come here. If you come here and win, you're gonna live forever. Look at Clyde Frazier. I mean, I think the guy got embalming fluid in his blood or something, man. Because he's like almost 80 years old, and he's still like living off of the fame that he had back when he was like in his 20s, and that was a long time ago. So you want to live forever. This is the place where you do. Tyree. The guy Tyree from the Giants. Every time he comes in the building,
Tyree, yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, every time he comes in the building, he's in there with a white tee, looking homeless. But they always got the camera on him because he's gonna live forever. He can go anywhere, eat for free, and all that stuff, man. So that's what's dope about being a Knicks fan. Yeah, man. So shout out to Berto. I see Berto on there, man. If you want to speak, man, jump up in there, say what up. Mr. Berto is actually my what do you call the godfather of my kids and stuff. Shout out to Queen's Court. She's also in the chat. Ty Bigger and the Truth. Truth has been hanging out too. New York has also been hanging out here for a minute. So I think we're gonna get out of here, man. Just to end the night. But what's your like closing thoughts about what's happening with the Knicks? What do you think the Knicks should do? Leading up to the break and all that.
Leading up to a break, to be honest, I know the Knicks not a good enough team for the playoffs, so I just rather Knicks keep losing. Just get Jaden Ivey. This is what I want.
Jaden Ivey.
You know what I mean?
Oh, from college.
Wait, did I say his name right? Is it Jay Ivey? Oh, the guard. Bro, I be so. Bro, I be so.
No, I'm saying this.
Yeah, it is Jay Ivey. It is Jay Ivey. Yeah, for Purdue.
Oh
I
yeah,
just need the Knicks because to me he reminds me of a little of another version of Ja, and I was up on Ja probably more than probably I was probably the first Knicks fan up on Ja. But
yeah,
yeah,
yeah. Ja can't.
Jay Ivey reminds me of Ja. Just probably not a better passer, but like Ja is a passer is crazy. But yeah, I want him on the Knicks. I feel like he'll be a great fit. If not, just take Benedict. But yeah,
Well, the kid from Purdue, he definitely has the energy.
yeah,
He got like the John Moran energy. So we definitely need that. The energy aspect of the game is incredible. Like people keep complaining about Cam Reddish, but me and the state was talking about it. If these guys want to play, they gotta show it. They gotta show it in their energy. That's the reason why these guys can't crack the rotation and stuff like that. RJ had those problems. Everybody keeps getting on Julius Randle about it. But if guys came with the energy and whatever, then it would be we can't deny you. We can't deny players if they're gonna come in there with that ferocity. You got to take what belongs to you.
I just don't think Wisconsin's a good fit for him. I just don't think Tibbs likes young players. To be honest, Cam should have been playing, but he left. Tibbs left, and that's why I need Alec Burke to go at the deadline.
Yeah,
I just need him to go.
yeah, definitely just to get Tom Thibodeau, out of his own ass. You kind of just got to do it for him. If you remove the player, then he'll.
But he literally, we literally watched him be stubborn with Alfred Payton. We literally watched it.
Yeah, but not for nothing. I kind of wish we had Alfred Payton now. I don't know. State don't want to hear that shit.
Oh, I don't want Alfred Payton. I don't want him at all.
To be a point guard right now.
I mean, compared to Kemba.
How far did we fall to that we could say that? That we rather have Alfred Payton than Kemba Walker.
Bro, I was bid off the don't sign Kemba. I was in on it. I was like, yo, nah, Kemba's ain't gonna work. I already knew it. Cause I was telling the fans, nah, I don't want Kemba.
It all comes down to Tibbs. I originally I thought that because he's a vet, that Tibbs is going to play the vets and this, that, and the other, and he loves ball dominant point guards. Based on Derrick Rose and stuff. But yeah, everything just went to shit. With that whole situation. But my man Fournier woke up. So he's playing good basketball right now. So we just the front office is on the definitely on the hot seat right now. They got to figure it out. They got to figure out what to do to get us back on the right track.
I don't think they're on a hot seat. I just feel like they should know. Like, if they don't see it, then I don't know what it is. But
well, you were saying that we probably going to trade Kemba Walker, so I agree with you. I think cooler heads. The Knicks have not made a big move yet. Since Leon Rose got there, we haven't really made no big splash. So I don't anticipate that happening. So I mean, who do you think we can get for Walker? What do you think the play is going to be?
I just think the best we could probably get is second rounder.
Yeah. I think that would hurt me just to get a second round pick for Kemba.
For Kemba,
yeah.
That's what player can you legit think?
Well,
legit think.
Well, I'm thinking of it like this: the Knicks have a lot of second round picks, and then Leon Rose already proved that he can trade picks in draft to get more second round picks, that type of thing. We have a lot of first round picks too, but we can't draft everybody. We don't have that many roster spots. So,
but even like my I don't think Kemba it has negative value. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Like, I don't think he is like, what I mean? Like, what do you get? Like what would you want for Kemba though? That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah, I get
like, what do you think his value is?
Well, I'm just thinking of a guy like Bledsoe. If Bledsoe could be put in the package to be moved still to this day, I feel like Bledsoe gets traded every 6 months, man. So Kemba Walker.
Oh no, not Bledsoe. Please no, please not Bledsoe.
No. I'm saying I'm just comparing the two of them, just as far as he can get traded every 6 months. So Kemba Walker could be traded. Maybe
I feel like we'll be the same problem with him and Bledsoe, because Bledsoe's washed too.
Yeah.
And you put him on the Knicks.
Well, just judging that trade, Portland and the Clippers, they basically did a lateral move. So I feel like the Knicks can put a couple guys together and do a lateral move to get guys to fill in holes and stuff that we need to fill in. And I think that would be enough for me. But just for a second round pick, I don't think to me I don't think that's worth it, man. Just for a draft pick.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So what else you got for me, bro?
Um, who else? I'm trying to think. Who else do I? I'm trying to think. Who else would be a great fit? I don't think the Jalen Brunson because I feel like he's chasing money.
Yeah, he's due. Jalen Brunson to me, I haven't heard anybody say it. He reminds me of when we got Chris Childs. Chris Childs played good for the Nets that year, and then we paid him the bag. And then when he got here, he was just kind of like he was okay. Charlie Wood eventually took the starting spot from him. So I mean, I'm not saying that Brunson is going to be, Chris Childs, but we're going to have to pay this kid. We're not really sure if he's going to be good enough to be the lead guard. A lot of people believe in him. I think he's good. But it comes with like a level of like of just doubt. Just for us to make that type of move and then still have to pay the kid in the off season. You know.
Nah, I just don't see him. I think he's gonna take like a deal in Boston. I mean, in Dallas. I don't know why. Because if you really notice, that team isn't good. That team was a first round exit. If they win, if they make it past the first round, I don't know. The West is weak. Then that Dallas team isn't good.
Yeah.
Take a look at Luka. That Dallas team isn't good.
Well, let me throw this at you, right? I know a lot of people want Obi Toppin to be the starter. Everybody's tired of Julius Randle, right? But are you
Yeah.
are you this tired of Julius Randle? Where like say, would you trade Julius Randle for KP?
No, I'm not even that low. I'm not even. I want him on, but I definitely would not want.
But hear me out on this though. KP is a 3-point shooter. He blocks shots or whatever, so he would be a nice contrast for Mitchell Robinson. So for Mitchell Robinson can't close games, KP could be out there blocking shots and shooting threes. You know what I'm saying? And then you still got Obi that could be the power forward and whatever. So did I convince you at all?
No, the man is hurt again.
Yeah, I know, man. I'm just throwing it out there. Just that's
Nick fans will be killing him like, bro, here we go. Bro, I literally watch Nick fans literally like take shots at what's his name, take shots at Mitch every time he gets hurt. Imagine if we do that KP stuff next. Like, we paid him that much money.
yo, man.
Randall might even get paid more than Porzingis, and he's still getting shit on.
Yeah, man. I just finished watching Ant-Man just now with my kids. Ant-Man 2 with my kids and my wife and stuff. So I think if the Knicks traded for KP and he was on the roster again, I think somebody would just come in there and just shrink the garden and just pick it up and just throw that shit right in the fucking garbage, man. I think everybody that's a fan of the Knicks would. They probably would be. We probably be living in St. Louis right now with you. You know what I'm saying? Trying to beg for a team to come up to that city because we would just be. We would be totally just done if something like that was to happen, man.
Bro, like I think he burned his bridges with the Knicks.
Yeah, definitely.
If he didn't say nothing and just let the Knicks trade him, he probably would have. They probably would have felt. You mean we probably felt bad for him as fans.
Yeah, no doubt about it.
Yeah, if he just want, I don't know. Either way, I feel like it's gonna be fine once the Knicks run the lineup of a point guard, Cam, RJ, I guess Randall and Mitch. Because I don't think they get rid of Mitch unless Mitch wants to live the Knicks.
I'm
Go
not a
ahead.
fan of Mitch, man. I'm not a fan of Mitch.
Let me ask you, are you not a fan of Mitch because he wants to because he doesn't shoot or just?
Well, I'm actually gonna do a pod tomorrow on it. So just to paraphrase what I want to say, I just don't think that he's a good rebounder. Even from like the last game where he had almost a triple double with 8 blocks, against Steven Adams. We did get smoked in that game, by the way. And then again today he had no blocks. Mitch Robinson had no blocks in this game. It barely even looked at the basket to try to score because Anthony Davis is down there. So in my opinion, I think Mitchell Robinson preys on the weak. A lot of weak centers and stuff like that. That's when he decides to have a big game.
But AD will do that to anybody though.
Yeah, that's the thing. That to me, I feel like you can get anybody in there that can do what he's doing for us right now.
I don't know. We talk. New fans were trying to say no, Noel was better, and then we see how Noel acts.
I don't know, man. That's misguided. I mean, last year we saw Nerlens Noel blocking shots at the rim and that type of thing. But I mean, he's complete garbage as well. I want him out of here too. It's not like I have a preference over
Damn, I want him out of here. I want him out. I was literally joking with Nick. I said I'd rather watch 40 minutes of Taj Gibson play than 8 minutes of Noel.
Well, I tell you one thing, man. Before Noel gets out of here, I hope I meet him because I want some free rum, man. That Haitian rum, I love Haitian rum. My wife is Haitian. My wife.
Are your wife is Haitian?
Yeah.
You see the vision. Because I'm Haitian, so
yeah, I just peeped out the Haitian flag on your thing there. I just peeped that.
Yeah, I was like, oh yeah, you have elite taste. I respect it.
Yeah, man, definitely. Well, speaking of taste, man, I think my wife is waiting for me, so I'm gonna pop off real quick. Good talking to you. So I mean,
Okay.
the next time we do it, I'll put it in the chat or whatever. But
Yeah.
this whole Twitter Spaces thing, I actually this is the first time me doing Twitter Spaces, but the halftime, the crunch time thing, I do that every Knicks game. So for anybody that's still listening or might listen later, I do that all the time, man. So you're welcome to come on and hang out with me if you want to.
On the channel? You do on your channel?
Yeah, I usually do it on YouTube and Facebook. But now I'm gonna incorporate Twitter Spaces into the mix too.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I'll stop by them. You probably won't know my name on Instagram. I'm on my YouTube, but yeah, I'll stop by. I'll let you know it's me.
All right, but I'm probably gonna do this Twitter Spaces again because I'm on Twitter Spaces right now and YouTube and Facebook all at the same time right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I'm probably gonna continue to do it just like this, just to add something different to the whole show.
Okay.
Yeah, man. All right, man. So good talking to you, man. I catch you on the flip side, bro.
All right.
All right, no doubt.
All right.
All right, so I'm gonna end the Spaces, guys. So thanks to everyone for tuning in on Spaces and whatever. Like I said, I'm gonna be doing this for every game. I already do it already on YouTube and Facebook, and I also was doing it on Twitter as well. But now just to get the extra viewership and just communication with the fans and stuff with my people, really, not the fans, my people, Knicks fans. I'm gonna definitely do this Twitter Spaces thing more during the game. So look out for it. Shout out to my guy Berto, that's my godfather. For those that are in the Twitter Spaces, shout out to Queens Court that's hanging out there. New Yorker is hanging out, and the Truth there is hanging out. Shout out to you guys. Shout out to Facebook right now. There's still people hanging out. Infamous King is there. You got Andy is there. King Sky is still hanging out there. I know everyone enjoys their post game shows. So I don't want to take you away from your favorite post game show. So get to your favorite post game show. Enjoy the rest of the night, and I see you guys on the next one, y'all. Peace. Well, before I get out of here, 4 fingers to the forehead, tucking that thumb. Salute. That's what you do when you see a diehard. All right, peace, y'all.